Everybody, it's once again Friday with Fate. As I said on the announcement post on Tumblr, as well as at the end of stream last time, this will be the last Hollow Ataraxia stream for a few weeks. We're going to be taking a short break from it after tonight. Coming back to it, obviously, it just, you know, it's been a while of doing Fridays for this one, and I just need a teensy break from reading visual novel. Especially because I've been still doing Ace Attorney every other Tuesday as well. So, you know, just need to relax a little bit. But anyhow, we're actually going to be starting this stream off a little bit unconventionally. Because you see, last week I did not play Ilia's Castle at all. and I kind of feel like doing that. So while everybody kind of gets in and has a minute to sort of settle in for the road ahead for tonight, we're just gonna be a little silly. Well, we just got Rin back, so let's do Rin. And we haven't given Lancer anything at all so far, so let's do Lancer. Gonna skip this dialogue that we've already seen a million times by this point. Alright, let's go. Dies immediately. Always with the fucking bomb. Oh shit. Don't even fucking try me, buddy. Tiger Charm, oh, that's cute. And fucking shit. Oh shit. Yeah, everybody has it out for me right now. Makes sense, I suppose. Shit. God damn, they're fast. Alright. Wow, that was pretty clean, honestly. Okay. Can the fact that Sakura's daily clothes are borrowed from Fujine be only valid for a limited time? This is a strangely worded question. I mean, theoretically, I guess. No. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what they were getting at with that one, to be completely honest with you. Okay. God, the faces kill me every time. Oh, jeez. Fuck. Would you ever consider playing Fate Extra? I actually have thought about that, because I quite love Extra, but it's been a very, very, very long time since I engaged with it at all. But there's a part of me that's kind of like, I don't know if I should just try to like stream the original at some point, or if I should hold out and wait until that remake that they're making of it comes out. You know, presuming it ever does. Okay. Rest a bit. Shit. That was fuck. Bad play, bad play. Well, at least I'm not dead last, I guess. Archer is back there. Okay, when you're on the development team, you get to see a lot of new drawings and magazines for the first time. I mean, I would assume so, yes. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for throwing me a softball there, I guess. Alright. Go, 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 go. Ah! So why did you attack Archer? He's not even that far in front of you. Ah. Shit. Don't even try it. Okay, well, I was I was thinking it was hacking Caster back there, but or not Caster, Ryder, but stop it! Stop it! The fuck? Oh, this is awful. This is going awful. Fuck. God. This is terrible. Oh, oh. Please, please, please. We're so close. We're so close. Oh, thank God. That was getting down to the wire there. I didn't think we were gonna pull through, actually. Spanish words for cow and garlic sound similar to the Japanese words for stupid and idiot. I mean, yeah, I guess so. Alright, time for Berserkar. Yet again. Ah! Oh shit, I accidentally clicked off the window of the game. Oh. Go away, go away, go. Ah! Fuck. Doing bad, doing bad, doing bad. Guys, you can do this. There's only a little bit of health left. There we go. Okay. Well, we got through that easily enough, at least. Just gotta say, I've literally never seen Hollow Ataraxia gameplay before, so this is quite a first impression. That's really funny because this is not even remotely close to the main part of the game. This is just a fucking mini game. I was just playing it for my own amusement because we were playing a round of this at like the end of every stream, but I didn't do it last time, so I figured we'd just start off on a different foot. Anyway, yes, Ilya's Dr. Wily plan. Go, go! Sakura, no! You can make it, guys. You can make it. Come on. Wow. Sad. And thus Dracula's castle sinks into hell once again. So who didn't make it this time? I don't see writer or caster. God. Well, good round. Now, actual game. Well, then in that case, let's talk to Rin. Hey, Tosaka, I want to ask you something. I hear what sounds like a reply, but I can't quite make it out. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Oh, please, it's unlocked. She raises her voice and it sounds angry. Oh, please, it's unlocked. She raises her voice and it sounds angry. Tosaka doesn't seem to be in a good mood. Is it really okay for me to open this door then? Still, can't be worse than running away after calling out to her. Whoa, what the? When did you make such a mess? Tosaka's belongings are strewn all over the floor of her room. I wouldn't have expected it to get this disorderly in the few days she's been home. Is that all you came to say to me? She glares at me, daring me to say more. She's in a really bad mood. No, that's not why I'm here. Then what do you want? As you can see, I am really busy cleaning up. Cleaning? And what's that supposed to mean, Emiya? Crap, I said that aloud. The Red Devil smirks at me, having shed the skin of Rin Tosaka, the honor student. Never mind. I just had something quick to ask you. Okay, then can it wait? Yeah, sorry for interrupting you. I back away slowly without breaking eye contact and close the door. Man, both making a mess that big in the name of cleaning and actually cleaning a mess that big takes talent. Oh, Rin, it's good to have you back. Okay, so sure, let's go investigate by myself. Huh. Okay. It goes without saying that there's no one at the docks at this hour. That guy seems eccentric enough to enjoy night fishing, but he must have gone home for the night. But I don't think Lancer would go back to the church. He must be camping in some abandoned building or squatting in someone's empty house. For an instant, an image of a certain rarely used, fully furnished building springs to mind, open to illegal trespassing and squatting. It would be perfect for him. Nah, even Lancer wouldn't go that far. There's no telling what sorts of traps might be in store after all. He might actually be hanging out with the Fujimura group, now that I think of it. But why does he stay away from the church? I've noticed that even Goldie keeps his distance from the church. It's supposed to be empty at the moment. But, sorry. Don't tell me its supposedly deceased resident has returned. The sea breeze is chilly for October. I'll check out a different place before I could catch a cold. So as far as these evening scenes are concerned, there's just one you should avoid for now, that being the one exclamation point scene at the Amiya residence. Gotcha. Alright, so... front door. With someone. With Saber. Hey, guess what? We're going to the pool, baby! I'll go to the pool with Saber. Saber was looking forward to it, so I need to fulfill the promise as soon as I can. I stand in front of Saber's room. When I think about it like this, isn't going to the pool with Saber a crazy idea? It's okay. It's easy. Calm down. I take a deep breath and cool the heat in my cheeks. I'll act natural and make it concise. Saber would be troubled if the one inviting her is flustered too. Alright. Hey, Saber, can we talk for a bit? Yes. I've been waiting on that matter, so I shall gladly accept, Shiro. And, after 10 minutes of flailing around like an idiot, Saber responded right away to the invitation that I was finally able to bring up. I see. Sorry for making you wait. I'll be waiting in the living room then, so come when you're ready. No, I've been ready for a while now, so I am ready. Saber freezes for some reason there. It seems like she remembered something important. Saber? No, I would like some time after all. Please wait in the living room. Okay, I'll be waiting in the living room then. I get pushed by some odd willpower and go out into the hallway. I wonder what Saber remembered. Are you going to the pool with Saber? Good, you're finally taking action. Oh, no, Ryder, don't go and get Sakura. Can you turn a blind eye for today? Understood. You're right. It is a special occasion. I would think that you can get closer to each other if you go individually, instead of having you go as a three. Just like this, there are two devils in the living room that don't have anything to do. I half listen to the conversation of the two who won't seem to get out of the living room no matter what, and prepare our lunches for 20 minutes. Thank you for waiting, Shiro. The sliding door opens and Saber appears. Aw, cute! My mind goes blank with my face still raised, in response to her different appearance. Ah, yahoo! Could those clothes be... Fujine pretty much speaks on my behalf. Yes, this is what you bought for me. I figured that I might as well use this opportunity to spend today in this. Saber smiles. Fujine jumps around in joy. Ryder's staring like she's jealous and somewhat sulking. Damn it, I missed my chance to get emotional over it. How do I look, Shiro? It does not seem as if there will be any battles today, so I'm thinking of going like this. I think it's fine. It looks really good on you, too. I'm glad. I also think that they are very nice clothes. Oof. I can't help but turn red from Saber's smile. This is going to be a long journey. If I'm turning red just from Saber's outfit, then I might die at the pool. We're heading out. Look after the house for me. I gotcha. Leave it to me. Saber is in her long-awaited uniform too, so you can take it easy today. I can even make dinner in your place today and wait for your return. Fujine smiles in glee, full of enthusiasm. That consideration makes me really happy. Okay, I'm counting on you, Ryder. I'm counting on you, Ryder. God, why did I say that so weird? Make sure you don't let Fujine in the kitchen no matter what. Yeah, I was about to say, like, oh yeah, I'll make dinner. Yeah, sure you will. I know, Shido. Hey, Shido, what does that mean? Thanks for waiting, Saber.
Shido, that's going too far. It's understandable for Taiga to feel hurt.
Well, I need to say it or else it'll be a catastrophe. That was for Fujine's sake, too.
What do you mean exactly by catastrophe?
You've experienced it before, Saber. It'd be bringing in a new tragedy following the Okonomiyaki Bowl. Then, when we come back, there'll be Sakura and the others lying on the floor like dead bodies.
That was thoughtless of me. A tragedy like that cannot be allowed to occur again.
Yeah, that's right. Lord have mercy on me. By the way, it's your first time going to the pool, right?
Yes. What kind of place is the pool?
Saber, did you agree to go to the pool without knowing what it is?
It's a place that you invited me to, so it's not the kind of place that I should hold malice towards.
My pulse climbs at her trusting gaze. There's no way I can say that it's because I wanted to see Saber in a swimsuit at this point.
What happened, Shido? Your face is red.
No, it's nothing.
That is not good. What if that means you're not feeling well? Illness infiltrates from letting your guard down.
Oh, no, if you get that close, my feelings that just calmed down will flare right back up. No, I'm really fine.
I'm glad.
I take a deep breath and calm myself down. But if she doesn't know what kind of place the pool is, then won't she be unprepared? She's carrying a big bag in one hand that she usually doesn't have, so I figured she has towels and her swimsuit in there. Saber, what's in that bag?
It's for the pool, of course.
What? Didn't she just ask what kind of place the pool is?
Shido, it seems as though there has been some kind of misunderstanding. Even I understand what a pool is. I mean that I do not know much about the place that you are taking me to.
Oh, I see. I finally get it now. Do you know what an indoor pool is?
Does that mean that there is a pool inside a building?
Yeah, a really big one. I think even the Einsburn Castle would fit inside.
There is a facility like that? And just for recreational purposes?
Yeah, people here go all out for stuff like that.
I must set my heart on it then.
We get to Shinto by bus. Saber was acting strange the last time we came, but not today. Ah, God, it's been a really fucking long time since that, huh? Or, well, is he talking about in this game, actually? Or, well, I don't know, because this is another loop, so I guess not. I don't know. Regardless. Oh, yeah. By the way, what kind of swimsuit did you buy, Saber?
What? No, I was told to keep it a secret until I actually wear it.
I see. I have a hunch, but by who?
Taiga. She said to surprise you and enjoy your reaction.
Well, that's just rude. Whether it's a surprise or direct confrontation, I'm no match for Saber's swimsuit. In front of the locker room, I part with Saber, filled with high expectations. Of course, I finished changing first, since I'm a guy, and now I'm here waiting, but I wonder if Saber is okay. Saber is, of course, valiant, but I get worried when I leave her alone in places like this. I wonder if I should have had someone come along with us, like Tozuka, Sakura, or Fujine. It'd be a bit of a step back from what was promised, though. No, it'd be more worrisome if they came along. It's much more carefree with just the two of us. The Waku Waku Zabun information board is in front of me. A whirlpool, a wave pool, a big water slide, a super high diving board, a pool for swimming races, and even a pool attraction that I couldn't begin to describe. There's a lot to do here. I shouldn't get bored even if I take Saber around for the whole day. Saber is taking a while, I think. No, for real though, like, if you take me to, like, a place like this, and they have, like, one big water slide, provided the line isn't like extremely crowded the whole time, I can amuse myself for like hours. Like, you don't need to worry about me. I'll be fine. I don't know about you guys, but I am a big water slide head myself. I don't really come to the pool often, so I don't really know how long it takes for girls to get ready. The fucking... The mysterious arm? I feel like I just saw a familiar figure out of the corner of my eye. No. There's no way he would be in a place like this. I must be seeing things. When I look around again, I see Saber hiding in the shadows. Oh. She's peering over here while attempting to hide half her body. What are you doing, Saber?
Nothing, Shido.
You can't do anything from over there. Come over here. Saber's hiding near the entrance of the girls' locker room, so people would think I'm a weirdo if I stared over there. Saber comes walking over, timidly. She walks over. I completely assumed that Saber would be wearing a one-piece swimsuit. I thought that she had chosen a modest swimsuit that matched her style. But what appears is a provocative bikini that's the complete opposite of what I was expecting. To be honest, there's so much skin showing I don't know where to look.
Shido, is there something weird after all? I've never worn something like this before, so I don't think it suits me.
It's not weird. It suits you so well I can't even explain. That was the best I could say. I want to say something more sensible, but I can only let out what I'm thinking. Big water slide's always a plus. I am a lazy river fiend, though. See, I kinda am as well, but I have very funny associations with the lazy river in particular, because I almost drowned in one as a child. I'm pretty sure I've told that story on the channel before, but yeah. It doesn't, like, it's not like a bad association thing or whatever. I'll still go in one and have just a fine time, but it's just always like a funny thing. I'll like get in one and be like, you know what's really funny about this situation?
I'm glad. If that's what you think, then I'm not bothered by others looking. What's wrong, Shido?
Well, it's nothing, really. I'm about to pass out from the way that she's as bright as the sun.
Is that so? I hope it's not anemia.
No. I'll do my best. I can't quit just yet. I once spent like 4 hours on a lazy river and my family almost lost me as a result. I mean, I get it, honestly. Like, sometimes you just want to chill out. Plus, like, in water park settings especially, there's so much, like, noise and people running around and doing shit, like... You know, it's, if you're feeling especially low energy, it's kind of nice to just hang back and not really do much of anything. No, don't worry about me. By the way, Saber, did you pick that swimsuit out Did you pick that swimsuit out yourself?
Yes, I don't know much about swimsuits, so I left it up to Taiga and Sakura. We made it so that I would choose which I liked better out of the ones that they picked. It's just...
She hesitates. Did something happen?
No, at first I chose one that was a full one-piece swimsuit, but, I thought you would be more happy with the one I'm wearing now.
Saber looks up at me worriedly. I can't freeze like an idiot with her making a face like that. Yeah, I'm really happy.
So am I. When you smile, it makes me so happy that I want to jump up and down.
If it's about being happy, she can't beat me. I want to reply that I want to start running, but I swallow my words since I feel like it'd be an unproductive argument. Alright, where do you want to go then, Saber?
I can't make a decision even if you ask me to. Please, decide, Shido.
Aerogay artists once again being cowards and not giving any of the girls one-piece swimsuits, lol. That's a shame. Because I think one-piece swimsuits are cute. Like, honestly, I mean, like, obviously, yes, it's like, oh, the two-piece swimsuit, it shows more skin, you know, like, whatever, yes, sure. But I don't know. There's a certain there's a certain je ne sais quoi to the One Piece, you know what I mean? Quotes from Monkey D. Luffy. Sorry, that thought invaded my head like a fucking brain parasite the moment I said it. Anyway. I see. Then it's probably safest to not go on a slide or any scary rides first. There are ones that whirl or produce waves, but we should try a regular pool to start with.
Shiro?
Did you find somewhere you want to go?
No, that's not it.
Saber seems to be uncomfortable. Though it isn't obvious, I see quite a lot of people looking in our direction when I look around. I'm doing a Gagey. No, don't saddle me with that. It's not that weird. It's not that weird of an opinion, is it? It's not like the fucking socks rant that he does. We're not the same. Though it isn't obvious, I see quite a lot of people looking in our direction when I look around. Sorry, you don't like standing out, right? Why don't we move somewhere else for now?
No, I was trying not to let myself get bothered by others looking, but yes, let's change the subject. This is sudden, but can you swim, Shiro?
Yeah, well, to an average extent.
That is quite dependable.
Oh, Saber, can you not swim?
Yes, I am embarrassed to admit it, but probably not.
Probably? Is your memory vague like Archer's?
That's not it. To be honest, Shiro, I've never been swimming. I have the protection of the Lady of the Lake, so I can walk on water without sinking. I always ran atop water instead of swimming on the battlefield.
What? A shocking new truth. Saber is like a ninja. She can walk on water. Even now?
Yes, I can walk on water even if I don't try.
Wow. King Arthur myth is as deep as it is wide. Wonder if it'd be possible for her to fly or use a stream of lava as a shower. Anyway, putting those delusions aside. Protection from a fairy, huh? But that doesn't mean you can't go in water, right?
Yes, I would not be able to take a bath if that were the case.
Come to think of it, she's right. She she goes to the bathroom to take a bath, fills the tub up with water, sits down, she's sitting on top of the water. 0 out of 10, worst bath of all time. Saber was really taking a bath elegantly like a goddess that one time. Ah yes, that one time in Stay Night. I remember. Oh no, I remember that quite vividly.
Shiro?
Well, I need to stay as calm as possible. I need to try not to remember it and focus only on the conversation. So, that means you've never swum in a river or lake then?
I've submerged myself before, but I don't have any experience actually swimming. Besides, I've never taken my clothes off in front of people ever since I became king.
That's why Saber used the word probably. She's never swum before, so she doesn't know if she can.
I'm sorry, I should have mentioned that in the beginning.
No, you're not at fault. I'm the one who forced you to come here in the first place.
No, I was not forced to do anything. I was elated that you invited me, so it's my fault for forgetting to communicate that.
Wait, you were elated too?
Oh, no, that was a figure of speech. It was more like I was bracing myself for the unknown in front of me instead of being excited.
She totally wants to go in the pool already. Alright. Then let's just jump into the pool, Saber.
Oh, no, it's good to be in high spirits, but before that, Shiro.
Should we eat before we swim?
No, that is not it. If it's alright with you, can you please teach me how to swim?
How to swim?
Yes, I thought that I might as well use this opportunity to learn so that it can help later.
I see. Yeah, you would be able to have more fun that way when you come next time.
Then will you teach me?
Of course. I'm always the one learning how to use the sword from you, so there's no need to hold back on asking me for anything.
Alright, then I will be depending on you, Shiro.
Leave it to me. Wait, you said later. Do you plan on coming again?
Nothing's decided, but when we were shopping for swimsuits, Taiga said that we should all go together.
I see.
Yes, but I'm glad that I was able to come with you. I appreciate Taiga's consideration.
Yeah, I bet it'd be hard for you to say that you've never swum before in front of everyone, too.
That is not what I mean, Shiro. I'm not very smart myself, but I am nowhere near your level.
Huh? I admit that I'm slow, but when did we start competing to see who's more thick-headed? She's like, I'm gonna be honest, dude, I'm totally stupid, but you take the cake. She said, you are on a different level than me. I was not familiar with your game.
It's fine, never mind. Let us start practicing, Shiro.
Yeah. Will the practice pool over there be okay?
Practice pool? They even have a place for that, too?
They do. I'm sure there are other people like you who come to practice swimming. However, I don't mention that it's mainly children who use it. There are other pools that are like ones used for competition, so it's not just exclusively devoted to having fun.
I see. There really is a wide variety. I bet there's no other water park that has this much. We should be grateful that such a rare place like this was built in Fuyuki.
Saber is moved. It awakens my desire to tease her. If she's surprised by this pool, I wonder how surprised she'd be if I took her to that big amusement park in Tokyo. We get to the practice pool. Fortunately, there are no small children, and there's no one seriously practicing. We have the whole pool to ourselves. Saber, you're not scared of water, right?
I'm not afraid, but what do you mean by that?
Well, there are apparently quite a lot of people who have a fear of water. In that case, we would have to start by putting your face in the water.
I do not have any problems. The water is nothing to be scared of. Yes, I shall even swim across Lachlan, infamous for its raging waves, if you wish.
That's a quick and specific answer. You aren't scared of anything anyway. That was a dumb question.
That's rude. And I have things that I'm scared of.
Wow, I want to know, what is it? What are you scared of, Saber?
You seem overly excited, Shiro. Do you want to know my weaknesses that much?
Of course. It's annoying that I'm the one protected by you. I want to at least know when I can protect you when I need to. Also, I want to find at least one thing I can tease her about.
Yes, we can talk about that later. Right now, it is time for swimming training. Now, Shiro, let us begin practicing.
Ugh, I promised to teach you, so I guess this is higher priority. We pushed through the water. I should have her walk through the water first to get her to learn how floating and water resistance feel. Follow me, Saber. For starters, feel how heavy the water is and how much it pushes against your body. Wait. Was that a gust of wind?
Ah, I see. This is certainly harder to walk on than the ground. But this is no problem. The weight of water should not be a struggle once I get the hang of it. Living beings return to the water after all, you know?
No. I don't know. Saber is smiling proudly. She has no fear during her first time in the water and walks across without difficulty, faster than me and almost at running speed. It's as if she doesn't even need to swim. Apparently, she's able to predict an easier flow or path, so it's not that much of a struggle. I see. So, all-rounders stop the progress of others at times.
Shiro? What are you glaring at me for? I was simply moving forward in a way that felt natural to me.
That's what's wrong. I'm used to your nonsense, but I think that was beyond the pale. Birds naturally fly in the sky, so I'll pluck those feathers out first.
Huh? Shiro? What are those hand movements? It's just like that killer robot that we saw last night.
I'll put her on the hardest course. I'll try my best as the representative of ordinary people who can't have it their way.
Hold on. I took it a bit too far. I apologize. Yes, it was immature of me to run on the water to try to surprise you. I will earnestly and sincerely take your lessons.
Yay. I was able to get on her.
Shido, my legs aren't touching the ground! Saber struggles in the water, flutter kicking her legs. She hangs on with her petite body, and I drive the fear of water into her. Alright. Now I'll just make this almighty Supergirl slowly get a taste of the fun of working hard. Come on, Saber. Lift your butt up more and relax the tension from your stomach. But Shido, I'm going to sink if I do that, aren't I? Saber struggles violently. Rather than sinking, Submarine Saber's flooding at a breakneck speed. If I let go of this hand, she'll easily get crushed. May God have mercy. Pull me up more, Shido. The human body is not made to be able to float. That depends on one's ability. It's all up to the amount of effort you put in. Human bodies can actually float quite well. Also, living beings return to water. I can't believe it. Wonder who said such a feckless thing. She must be incompatible with water, or rather, maybe she's the type of person who always needs to fight against something until the end. Saber's fighting against the current with only her strength. She's trying to stay above the water only by flailing about, and her toned legs are going nowhere. Her flutter kick disturbs the peaceful surface of the water, just like a bulldozer digging up a clod of earth. Good for you, Saber. Good thing Ilya is in here today. Her theme song's a poem about drowning. She must have cursed Saber with her song, just like Lorelei. Shido, please stop. The water is dangerous. We should not have gone out to sea after all. The sea is a little easier to float in. I'm gonna slowly let go of your hand. Saber starts sinking in a spectacular fashion. Floating in water and swimming must be two different things. No matter how athletic you are, there's no way to demonstrate how to just float. No, Saber, you can't put your feet on the ground. Stop kicking and relax. I already am relaxed. I think that I would sink even more if I stopped my legs. That's because you're still tensed up. Let's see. You could pretend like you're dead. You'll definitely float if you do that. After all, you don't have to use any extra energy. A drowned body? That is something that I would never do as a knight, but it is the first step to swimming, correct? For some people, yes. See, I'm holding onto your hand. Trust me. Very well. My heart is in my mouth either way. Please resuscitate me when I drown, Shido. And to explain what happened after that. I see. So you can float like this, Shido? The sound of splashing water. Saber's flustered, but gets used to the water at a rapid speed. Her kick is still clumsy, but it seems like she's completely grasped how to not tense up. That's right. You're doing well, Saber. You'll be able to swim on your own soon at this rate. Hold on. It is too early for that, Shido. Can you please walk slowly, as if you're ambling around instead of walking? Saber grabs me as if she's about to cling on to me. She's pretty much swimming on her own already, but she won't let go of my arm. Wait, no. In short, it is about balance and breathing. Yes, just as you said, I can stay afloat if I keep on breathing. Saber moves forward. I match her movement and also slowly back up. Is it because Saber's hair is blonde? I feel like I'm being depended on by a newborn chick. Heave ho! Saber's legs move smoothly. Two sticks that were only slapping water turn into fishtail and fins. It is a different feeling from kicking the ground. Is this what kicking water is like? I understand the logic, but am I not cut out for this after all? Saber's improving by the second, but she still doesn't let go of my hand. Saber's personality is austere and vigorous. Even if she's able to swim, I'm sure she still hasn't gotten used to the sensation of floating. Saber, can I walk? Yes, you may, Shido. I do not mind if you speed up a bit more than before. She's diligent until the very end. She's challenging herself, even while being scared, trying to master swimming as fast as she can. What an excellent student. There's no room for any evil thoughts, and there's nothing more pleasing as her teacher. However, no matter how earnest her attitude towards swimming may be, Saber's body is evoking evil thoughts without anything to do. Yeah, okay, Shadow. Alright, buddy. I hold my breath and gaze at Saber. My face would turn too hot if I looked straight at her, so I do my best to idly gaze at her well-proportioned. I don't know, I feel like that would do worse for the problem you're experiencing, actually. I feel dizzy from how bright her white skin is. Her body, which looks smooth and soft, looks like it would feel good just hugging it. To be honest, I would have hugged her without question if we weren't at the pool. Shido, your feet have stopped. Saber flutters her legs. Either she wants to get better faster, or she wants to test herself as she's getting used to it. Either way, the voice urging me to move forward is so earnest that it erases my evil thoughts. Sorry, I was spacing out. You're getting used to it, so I'm gonna pull a bit faster. It seems like she can swim about 25 meters now, but I'll devote myself to leading her until she gains confidence. Just think about something that wouldn't arouse you, like a sword. Wait, Shiro, no! No. You see, that's actually the most excellent thing of all. God. Jesus Christ. The day's just started. We have plenty of opportunities to swim with the two of us after this. See, now I'm just getting like the cursed visual in my mind. You know, like the bit where it's like, you know, oh, Shido's chest is split and you see like the myriad of blades underneath him in Stay Night. I'm just imagining that, like Shido's chest split, like laying back, but like instead of a bunch of swords, it's just a bunch of pool noodles. Oh, it seems I'm more stable when I'm moving faster. Floating is harder than swimming for me, Shido. Saber must be embarrassed about that, as her voice doesn't have any strength in it. But even if she can swim this much, floating is still harder? Saber'd be better at diving, and just as I think that, I imagine Saber walking upright at the bottom of the ocean. That fits her too well. I suppress my laughter so that Saber doesn't notice. Shido, is my form weird? Oh, no. Your swimming isn't weird. I was just thinking of why you can't float well. Is there a reason that I cannot float well? According to one theory, muscles don't float well. You don't have any extra fat, right, Saber? I was wondering if that's why you float less than the average person. Is that true? I was causing you trouble without realizing it. So, you prefer more feminine bodies. But that's only a small difference. It shouldn't be a handicap for you. Your body's like a well-made sculpture. I can see that even more clearly now in a place like this. I have no complaints about how cool your body looks when you're moving so gracefully. Wait, you're sinking, Saber! Relax! My warnings are futile as Saber keeps on sinking. After this, Saber would not come back up to the surface and stayed underwater for a record time of nearly 6 minutes. Jesus Christ. It's been an hour since we started practicing. Saber's completely grown into a full-fledged swimmer, and it's not even noon. I'm not all that good at swimming either, but I can only say that it's just like Saber to learn how to swim as well as me. It's almost noon. Saber, do you want to take a break? Yes, this is perfect timing. So, we shall have lunch first. Okay, I'll go get our lunch so you can save us some... So, can you save us some seats somewhere? Understood. I'll be waiting, Shido. I get our lunch from my locker and go back to the pool. Saber stands out even from afar, so I found her right away, but it was thoughtless of me. She's pretty, stands out, and is alone, so of course it's easy for her to get involved in trouble. I'm back, Saber. Did any weird guys talk to you? They did. They all left once they found out that I'm not alone, but there was one unreasonable person. It's not like I allowed him to, but he sat in your seat. What happened to him? If he's not here, does that mean he's soaking somewhere in the pool right now? No, some different man came and took him away. I feel like the man who came later looked familiar. I see. Wonder if he helped because he was an acquaintance of yours. That's possible. I'd like to thank him if we find out his identity. Yeah, I need to thank him too. Uh-huh. Gee, I wonder. Oh, God.
I collect myself and open our lunchboxes. The main course is spring rolls and sushi, as well as some side dishes. I prepared plastic containers full of bite-sized Japanese fried chicken and hash browns. The inconsistent mixture of Japanese and Western food together is what makes it charming. Thought of buying something around here since we came all this way, but I didn't know what was going to happen, so I tried to cut expenses.
I do not understand cut expenses, but I agree with this course of action. The food at the stands looks interesting, but I'm more at ease with your food.
Oh, that makes it worth it then. But the food here is good too. Freshness is an important factor of food too.
Yes, however, your lunch is the best to me.
Sorry, just moving around a little bit. Well, hold on. Calm down. If I'm admiring Saber here, that defeats the purpose of coming to the pool in the first place. I need to stay calm and spend my day off with Saber. Well then, eat up. But we're having dessert at that shaved ice place, Saber. I point at the matcha shaved ice poster that I saw on the way to the locker room.
Yes, let us eat then.
Yeah, bon appetit. We put our hands together. I secretly take a deep breath and split my chopsticks. Then, a hand appears from the side and steals a slice of rolled omelet. It's too salty. It's also not cooked enough. If you keep in mind that it's a packed lunch and cook it a bit longer, you'll be able to maintain the flavor. I'm making an assumption here. What? I can't believe it. At Waku Waku Zabun, where it seems as if only happy couples are allowed inside, why is there... I knew it! Archer! Nonsense! Why did you steal my rolled... Nonsense! Why did you steal my rolled omelet? Oh, so you're more surprised about that, Saber.
You're used to people testing food for you, right? Even if it's autumn, you need to be careful about the freshness of eggs. Well, you know. Say you upset your stomach in a place like this. That'd be so intense that I wouldn't even be able to look you in the eye. You'd also be in an awkward spot if I started laughing out loud in your presence, right?
What? Are you saying that Shiro's food is spoiled? Don't insult me, Archer. I will not get sick over something that is only 2 or 3 days past the expiration date.
Oh, so you're mad about that, Saber. Hey, why are you here?
I do not need any reason. This is a public place. I don't think it's strange at all that I'm here.
It is strange. It's super strange. I can't believe I'm the one saying this, but you should notice how out of place you are, you fool. Well, sure, but did you actually pay?
Of course. There's no such unrefined thing as swimming in spirit form.
I see. So, what, is that outfit supposed to be a swimsuit? Archer doesn't answer. Archer, who takes off his red coat and is in his undergarments, could argue that it's a diving suit, but he seems to have some sort of reason for wearing that outfit. Well, it doesn't matter to me.
What? A new villain?
Hey, this is super good. You're so nitpicky, man. You're asking for too much,
he says while chewing. The Aloha guy eats our lunch as if it's natural.
Yo, Saber. You're being approached by some weirdo earlier.
Lancer, so it was you who saved me. Why are you here?
Huh. Why? Because I saw you guys going inside. Unlike that guy with a lot of time on his hands, I'm not crazy enough to come hang by myself.
Lancer is eating away at our lunch. Saber and I are taken aback. Archer calmly observes us. It seems like that happy atmosphere from before has flown far beyond the cumulonimbus clouds.
Hey, your food's pretty good, boy. Oh, what's up with you two? You're not gonna eat? Your chopsticks aren't moving.
So, why are you eating it like it's yours?
Why? It's a valid reward. I helped Saber out. Well, compensation's rather shabby considering the treasure I protected.
He eats away. Lancer devours the self-proclaimed shabby compensation. Saber and I are at a loss for words at the tyranny and the certain level of validity in his arguments.
Oh. No, there is still something called manners, Lancer. Also, please be aware that I will mercilessly hammer you if you get a hold of my sushi roll.
Hammer me? You mean into the pool?
Lancer smirks, amused.
No, with Excalibur.
Saber smiles, also amused.
Well, I should eat in moderation.
Lancer quickly retreats from her lunch. Good decision. I don't know about Archer and Lancer, but only I know that Saber was pretty serious. So, enough joking around. Lancer intensely observes Saber. What is it? He looks her up and down, but his gaze isn't unpleasant. It's as if he's looking at an opponent before battle. He nods.
Is that the swimsuit the boy wanted you to wear?
No, Saber chose it herself and bought it.
Shiro?
I see. But that's even worse, Saber. Look, I'll teach you one thing. You're supposed to wear swimsuits like that once you become a mature woman.
Goodbye. Before Lancer finishes that thought, he disappears from my sight.
That was fast.
Archer murmurs while trying to process what just happened.
Shiro, I will be right back. I would appreciate it if you could leave me some food.
Okay. I can only nod. Saber goes over to Lancer, who is blasted away. How frightening. Was that one attack not enough?
You really incurred her wrath. Are there any anecdotes of slaying dragons in her lore?
Don't eat our lunch while talking. If you have complaints about how it tastes, then make it yourself.
I don't have that much time on my hands, and cooking is your territory, right? It's your only strength. It's not my place to stand out.
Archer laughs. Ugh, I knew I hated this guy. On another note, it seems to be lively over there, too. A waterspout rises with a splash. Saber flings Lancer, who's saying something with one hand.
I didn't know people could fly that high.
Thinking back, I also flew quite a lot when Lancer kicked me away.
Saber's serious. There's no kindness in her throw. Hey, your cooked food has lost too much of its taste. If you're gonna put in star anise, be careful about the timing.
And who is this guy who keeps on nitpicking about my cooking?
Wait, now's not the time for that. I have to stop Saber.
Quit it. Oh, wait. Actually, I'm not sure of the order of this one. Quit it.
It'll end soon. Are you trying to get involved again by going near them? Doesn't seem like it'll end anytime soon, though.
Okay, yeah. I got it.
Saber just learned how to swim, right? She won't be able to catch up to Lancer, who has crazy endurance. Lancer will run away and it will end.
Were you watching?
Cybernetic Actors, thank you for renewing your channel membership.
Just happened to get in my view. As you know, I have good eyes.
Wait, what? Archer's face stiffens. Lancer has disappeared in front of Saber by freediving, but in that direction, Saber's running on the water like a jet ski and chasing after him. That is not good. I hear some screams by the poolside too. The zipping sound effect sounds like the fucking spin dash a ball sound effect for Sonic in Sonic X. If you've ever seen Sonic X, you might know what I'm talking about.
She's out of her mind. Is she trying to kill Lancer?
That's seriously bad. Damn it, stop acting so calm and help out too. Hey, yeah, I don't know about that joke. I don't know that we should be doing that. Hold on a second. Yeah, I don't know about that one, friend. I don't think that we should be making jokes about stuff like that. Anyway, I run to the pool. Saber will get taken away by the police. I'm sorry, Shida. Fortunately, the water's water spout was right under the diving board, so I was able to stop the two, well, more like Saber, before it became a real commotion. Please think about what you did. Lancer is the one most at fault here, but you're also at fault for losing control. Saber cowers, ashamed of herself. She really regrets what she's done this time. After all, it was a big brawl in front of the general public at the water park where a lot of people have gathered. But, well, it's a good thing that you beat Lancer up. He deserved that much at least. I'm glad. I felt refreshed when I hammered Lancer into the water from the ramp. Oh. I take back what I just said. Instead of really regretting it, she's only regretting it a little. So, what happened to Lancer? Archer took him back, saying that he would bury him in the flower bed of the church or some such. Let me assert this. Throwing him away at the church was Archer's idea, but the rest has to have been Saber's request. Archer will say later, it was not a request, it was a threat. Saber would have destroyed the entirety of Fuyuki if he hadn't complied, or something. Alright, why don't we start practicing again? Okay. Oh, okay, that was Shido, actually. Alright, why don't we start practicing again? Okay, Shido, but is it alright? What is? Well, I've caused this much of a commotion. Would it not cause others trouble? Oh, yeah, kids started crying from that fuss. It'd be rough for Saber if they pointed at her saying, oh, it's that girl that was going crazy. Well, I don't think there's anything for you to worry about. Everyone's coming to have fun, so they're not bothered about what already happened, especially if it was entertaining. I see. I hope that is the case. Yeah. Oh, or do you want to stop practicing and have some fun? I'm sure you'd be okay in any pool now. The wave pool's pretty fun, for starters. No, the pool from earlier was plenty of fun, too. Besides, the other pools are crowded. You would not be able to lead me by the hand over there. Saber murmurs in a quiet, bashful voice. I'd also rather be alone with Saber, too. Got it. Why don't we start practicing again? Yes, I'll improve more in the afternoon, Chido. Saber happily walks over to the practice pool. Based on her progress in the morning, I'm sure she could move over to the pool used for competitions right away. Saber's progress from there on was tremendous. She finished swimming 25 meters, made an impressive crawl her own. Made an impressive crawl her own. Okay. Made it her own, like she mastered it, I suppose. Phrasing threw me off there for a second. Made an impressive crawl her own, and her turns were as clean as a swimming athlete's. How am I doing, Shido? I believe that there were less uncertain moments compared to the morning. No, there's nothing uncertain. I have nothing else to teach you. Then I'm fully proficient. I'm glad. I can finally swim with you, Shido. Well, she was able to swim well enough this morning, but I guess this was what she was really aiming for. I see. Then let's compete, Saber. If gotten that good, it'd be boring just to swim, right? Yes, competing with you sounds fun, too. Saber's excited for once. That makes me happy, and I get carried away and end up heading to the biggest pool for competitions. Yes, I didn't realize that was the start of the second tragedy. Shido, are you okay? Yeah, somewhat. Fine. I answer while having spasms at the poolside. It's been an hour since then. My body is crying in agony all over. I've not only run out of stamina, but broken straight through the bottom of my reserves, and I feel like something important has even been consumed as a result. The cause of this tragedy is my own lack of caution. I had won the first time competing against Saber without a second thought. I had completely forgotten that trait of hers, her obsession with competitions. Again, let us compete one more time, Shido. Huh? By the time I realized the unsettling atmosphere, it was too late. I said, let us compete one more time. I hear that sports matches cannot be decided by just one round. We should make it so that the first to win 2 out of 3 rounds wins, for the sake of fairness. And that's how Saber challenged me to another match. Thus, the worst water race ever, where Saber increased her speed every match, started. The number of times that Saber lost until she beat me was 15 times. That's 3,000 meters in distance. and I had to lose the same amount of times without slacking off to calm Saber down. I won't ever forget that you're a sore loser.
What are you saying? That makes it sound like I'm at fault.
Yeah. It's my fault for forgetting. Ugh, my muscles are so full of lactic acid that I can't even move a step. It's still time until sunset, but I can't go to the other pools like this. This is regretful, but jumping in the wave pool or competing on the slide will have to wait another day. Waku Waku Zabun closes, and once the crowd dies down, we take our time going home. Even the midsummer sky is back to its hazy autumn color once we go outside.
Shido, I'm sorry about today. I ruined your day.
What? You're still worried about that, Saber? Don't worry. Waku Waku Zabun's open all year long. We can come again.
Yes, we still have opportunities. Please be assured, I will not make such a mistake next time. It may be late, but I was made keenly aware of my weaknesses from today's incident.
Saber is seriously reflecting on it. Don't worry about it. Being a sore loser is your strength. Oh, but yeah, try not to do what you did today.
Definitely. I believe it will take some time, but I shall fix it little by little.
Well, it's not something to laugh at, but it seems like today's incident has been traumatic for her. If anything, that just shows how much this pool day meant to her. She had clothes saved just for today, and it was her first time at the pool. Just like how I was feeling nervous, Saber must have also been feeling the same. I see. It was fun, right, Saber?
Yes. It was fun having you teach me and competing together.
And it was the perfect pool day. You didn't ruin it. It'll be hard to find a day more fun than today anywhere. The day ended like usual. Just like any other day, we walked to Miyama instead of taking the bus. Our man-made summer has come to an end. As we gaze at the dusk sky, Saber and I go across the bridge in the sunset. Damn. Am I correct in seeing that did that skip a time slot, like, altogether? Like, just the rest of that entire day? I guess because it was, like, an all-day event. Damn, yeah. Let's see. Let's talk to Rin. Like, now that Rin's here, I feel like we should talk to Rin a bit. Oh, Tosaka? I spot Tosaka at the port that I stopped by during my walk. Tosaka at the wharf is a rare combination. Yo, Tosaka, are you waiting for someone?
My fortune said, excellent luck. The person I'm waiting for will come even if they are late. Oh no, it's nothing. Hello, Emiya. So, why do you think I was waiting for someone?
Tosaka murmured something like fortune-telling just now. Well, you're at the port, right? I thought you might be waiting for either some luggage or a visitor.
This is a regional port. There aren't any eccentric visitors who would come directly.
Yeah, but Kiritsugu departed abroad from here.
No way. What kind of person was your dad?
Oh, I see.
Your dad was...
Yeah, by going through the international airport, it's like asking to be found. So you'd normally be smuggling yourself.
Sure, thank you for renewing your channel membership.
That's some dangerous talk all of a sudden. Thought it was my old man's preference to use a boat.
No, mages don't waste anything in their actions. Even if it looks meaningless, there is some meaning. Yeah, if you think of it that way, this port could be used too.
Tosaka nods with great interest. Am I gonna end up having to watch over another departure from here?
Yeah. Airplane fares are expensive and a hassle.
Hmm?
I said airfare, do you get it? A round trip to London's a lot, so even if you reserve it beforehand to get the cheapest plane ticket, it's still a lot. If I'm able to, it makes me want to blend in with the off-season package tour and run away in the middle of it. When I hear Tosuka's dangerous transportation plan, I'm at a loss for how I should interject. I get the vibe that she might actually do it, and the fact that she might not be picky about how she could get even a 1 yen discount scares me. It's not good to do things that cause people trouble like that. I bet the tour guide woman would cry. I know. When I go over there, I get mileage, but it makes me wonder just how much I would have to get to ride for free. So,
as if to say it's a good idea, troubled Tosuka says,
I was thinking it'd be cheaper if I could go by boat from here.
Tosuka, I think a passenger boat would be way more expensive than going by plane. Because the number of days is fundamentally different. On top of that, a journey on a passenger boat is a luxury in this day and age. Oh, that's right. Besides, my old man would board fishing boats or cargo ships.
That's a good idea. It'd be killing 2 birds with 1 stone if I make you work on a fishing boat and send you to London.
Hold on, that is not possible. Could she stop casually talking about things like sending me off to work long hours on a fishing boat? Also, can she stop being so serious about it?
No way! I thought it was a good idea.
I'm the one that should be surprised. First of all, wouldn't it take like half a year to get there if I do that? I overlooked that. All that's left is a cargo ship or riding as a stowaway. Please get away from the idea of being a stowaway. If I'm going with you, I want to go normally. I can at least work and save up for my own flight.
I take what I said back. I'll cover the travel cost. I'm the one taking you anyway. It'd be pathetic if I don't do that much to take care of you as your mentor.
Huh? She rephrases it as if she's regretful about something. Ugh, seems that struck a chord with Tosuka.
I was being thoughtless. I should leave that kind of urgent mode of transportation as a trump card for when I get sloppy and end up being interrogated.
Please do that, rather than a fishing boat or a cargo ship. I want to have a normal and luxurious trip if possible. Even while saying that, I bet we'd be cramped in economy class if we were to go to London together. Business class would be a distant dream, let alone first class.
Yeah, if we're able to become successful and live comfortably.
Tosuka makes a grand gesture and then suddenly...
Going on a leisurely cruise together also wouldn't be bad.
Sounds luxurious. This is because we're on a budget, huh?
Maybe. Let's cut down and endure a frugal life until then. Imagine that we're going to hang out under the Caribbean sun in seats that make our legs go numb.
What a dream. A luxurious liner, sailing on a massive yacht and resort. To be honest, it's too luxurious to even imagine.
We can only work hard now for that, Emiya.
Got it. I'll do my best so that I can take you out on a vacation.
Well, I'll probably be taking you before that.
It's a difficult task. But it's worth the effort. Huh. In the middle of talking about such a dream, the sea breeze starts blowing.
The wind's getting strong again.
Just came here to hang out, but what about you?
You gonna fish or something?
Nah, I don't have any reason to be here. Why don't we go back to Shinto?
Yeah. Oh, I have some shopping to do. Keep me company, Emiya.
By keeping her company, does she mean holding her things at Shinto? That much is a piece of cake. Got it. I'll keep you company no matter where we go. There's more Rin at her residence. There's stuff at school. There's new Lancer at the harbor as well. There's so much new to do. I'm scared to click on school to see what's there because I feel like if I click on it, well, actually it's the afternoon anyway, so I'm not gonna be locked there for a whole day or whatever. Because it's just the rest of the day, so whatever, let's just check it out. Okay, it's Ryder. School only locks you in on day 1. Oh, okay, I gotcha. the schoolyard in the afternoon. Must be downtime, as there are no club activities going on. As I'm gazing at the quiet schoolyard, I feel like I see a familiar back from afar. No, that's... I catch up to them. No, it really is her. I thought I was seeing things, but it's Ryder after all. Hey, Ryder!
Oh, Shido.
I call after her and walk on the dry grass. My footsteps are noisy, so Ryder probably would have noticed even if I had approached quietly.
It's rare for you to come to the schoolyard on to the school on a weekend. Do you have business with Sakura?
When Ryder comes to school, it often has to do with Sakura. Ryder has no business if it isn't about Sakura. Yeah. Oh, wait, okay. I was Shido saying that, sorry. Do you have business with Sakura? Yeah.
Yes, however, I've already finished my business with Sakura. I was just waiting around here.
It's such a lonesome place. Wouldn't you feel better out front?
It would cause Sakura trouble if I were loitering around the archery range or places that would attract people's attention.
I see, so that's the reason. But it's not good to be waiting for Sakura forever in a place like this. It'd be good if Ryder could go inside the archery range, but... I wonder if there's a way to get outsiders into the range. Oh, yeah, do you want to try shooting a bow, Ryder?
Me? I'm not good with projectiles, but...
Is it because her class is Ryder? But depending on the hero, there are some who have a varied ability that corresponds to multiple classes. I look at Ryder up and down. She's strong and has a taste for martial arts, so I think it'd be good to start Kyudo. You seem like you'd have a good aptitude, and I'd think that Sakura would be happy to teach you a lot of things. That way it won't be weird for you to be at the archery range either. Ryder teaches Sakura magecraft, but it'd be nice for her to be the one being taught at times. It should be motivating for Sakura, too.
Will you teach me then? You're Sakura's teacher, right? The secret to improvement when learning the art is to learn from the best.
No, that's a bit troubling. A private lesson with Ryder sounds tempting, but because it's so tempting, there's a problem. See, the captain of the Kyudo club is Sakura, and she's pretty good at teaching. I can shoot arrows, but I'm bad at instructing.
Is that really the case? You do lack words, however, it is thanks to you that Sakura was able to acquire the skills to make such wonderful food.
I appreciate you saying that, but you'd see, Sakura will also be happy if you start learning how to shoot a bow, and it's not good for me to intrude.
I see. Then I shall discuss with Sakura next time. Sakura told me to cook, but I think I'm more cut out for the bow.
Oh, it might be better to learn both at the same time.
No, I'm not skillful enough to be able to improve at two things at once. I will tell Sakura that you said to learn the bow rather than cooking.
Ugh. That was literally stirring up a hornet's nest. Oh well, I'll think of how to follow up on this later. Also, another way for you to be at Homurahara without it being weird is... How about becoming a transfer student?
No, I do not think that is realistic. Maybe if it were Saber, but I could not possibly look good in those uniforms.
That kind of dress-up would be fun, too. What? Wait, hold on. The Homurahara uniforms aren't the only costumes here. That's right, Ryder. You should become the school nurse.
Pardon?
The nurse's office teacher. You'd look good in a white coat, Ryder. If Ryder became the school nurse, I bet there would be a long line at the nurse's office. The boys would go insane if there was such a beautiful school nurse. Ryder wearing a white coat on top of that tight-fitting costume, crossing her legs. Yeah, it's perfect.
Shido, unfortunately I do not have the qualifications. On top of that, it is out of character for me to teach people things. I do not think it fundamentally fits me.
Ryder gives me a cold, sidelong glance. That's it. Perfect beyond perfect. She has a natural talent for being a nurse, and the title of Ultimate Woman Doctor is far from simply being a dream. He is not fucking paying attention. Wait, no, that's not it. Ryder, even Fujine has a teaching degree in English. I think you being a school nurse is a lot more convincing. Although it's not like you can get a degree from looks alone. I think Ryder being in the nurse's office is a pretty good idea, considering it was just off the top of my head. It's difficult after all, huh?
Yes, I'm worried about Sakura, but we must both have constraints being together 24/7. She should live freely away from the world of magecraft when at school.
Ryder starts walking, stepping on the crunchy fallen leaves. There's no need to prolong the conversation any longer in a forest like this.
Then I will go take a bit of a walk. I'm also curious about the nurse's office that you were talking about.
Yeah, I don't think anyone is there since it's a weekend, but it'd be nice if you took an interest in it.
I shall give it some thought. I'll see you later then. I'll be waiting at the gate, so let us go home with Sakura.
Ryder says as she leaves. Her shirt with the 5 pounds. Ultimate woman doctor. What is that? A Danganronpa character?
Well, I mean, I guess in a manner of speaking, yes.
Maybe I'll go to the student council room and kill some time. I'd made a promise to go home with Ryder and Sakura. Now, I wonder if they're waiting already. There's only Ryder waiting at the gate. Oh, Ryder? Where's Sakura?
I have a message from Sakura.
A message must mean.
It seems that she has some miscellaneous duties for the upcoming Kudo Club tournament. She said that she's sorry and to go home ahead of her.
I see. Sakura seems to be busy with her duties as the captain.
There's more to the message, but may I continue?
There's more? Like she wants us to get milk and eggs, or there's not enough tofu? When I prompt Ryder to continue, she continues talking in a begrudging tone.
She said that she will be late, so she said to go ahead with me.
Is that really okay? Ryder should go home with Sakura, not me. She must know that too, as she continues mumbling inarticulately.
I said I would wait for her, but Sakura would not listen to me. She said that she does not know what time she will be done, and that Senpai would be waiting for no reason if I do not take you home. So please give up and promptly return home with me. I do not wish to make Sakura worried.
Got it. Let's go home. I think I'll come get Sakura later.
Please leave the night escorting to me, Shiro.
Come to think of it, nothing like this has ever happened. I've gone down this path with Sakura or Tosaka or even Issei, but I've never walked here with Ryder. And we're even returning home together today. Of course it's refreshing. Also, I'm glad it's a weekend. If this has a weekday, I'm sure I'd be interrogated on what kind of relationship I have with this beauty.
Does it trouble you for me to accompany you, Shiro?
No, I'm just a bit at a loss since this is new.
Then does what Sakura has left to do bother you, Shiro?
Yeah, I do wish there was something I could do to help. But Sakura is the Kudo Club president, so it wouldn't be good for me to interfere. Quite a lot of time has passed since I left the club. Even if I'm Sakura's acquaintance, I must be some outsider to the current first years. My position's way different from the former captain Mitsuzuri. Well, come to think of it, something that I've been wondering about is right next to me. How have you been introduced to the Kudo Club, Ryder?
Oh. That I'm someone who is being taken care of by Sakura's family.
Like, as a relative from overseas?
There have been precedents like Ilias Vale and Saber, so they do not seem to pry any further even if I am there.
That's right. Come to think of it, there have been more and more foreign outsiders coming in and out of Hamurahara's Kudo Club. Ilia's appearance left quite the impact. She's like a silver-haired child from a picture book or a movie, someone from a completely different world.
If there is a problem, it would be that whenever I happen to be near Ayako Mitsuzuri, she always seems to be uncomfortable.
She's not a deer in the headlights. Oh, that's still Ryder.
Jeez, she's not a deer in the headlights. I must teach Ayako a lesson.
Well, that's not Mitsuzuri's fault. If anything, she's looking at her like that because it's her. She has some memory that she was attacked by something and had her blood sucked, but she doesn't know who it was. And that criminal is unmistakably Ryder. Deer in headlights? That's exactly how it was.
That's rude of you too, Shiro. I would never do anything as boorish as crashing into what I took a liking to. Also, Ayako was not a deer, but a mouse. Or should I say a fox cub?
You're the one who said a deer.
It is a figure of speech. Anyway, I have an unfortunate course of events with her, but I would like to reconcile with her. I'm counting on you when the time comes, Shiro.
Got it. I'll mediate to the best of my ability.
We talk about worthless topics as we take our time going down the hill. It's not bad to go home together quietly, either. Ryder.
What is it, Chido?
Never mind. I can't help but shut up when she looks back at me with such a smile. The conversation would keep on going if there were someone else, but when it's just the two of us walking, there's still a bit of awkwardness. Even then, we were able to talk about all sorts of things today. I had some pretty scary experiences with Ryder, but I feel she's reliable enough to override them. A much older sister, different from Fujine. She's dependable, but somewhat reckless, an unbalanced charm. She's scary and hard to approach at times, but I'm able to feel close to her at other times. Without a word, I stare at Ryder's ribbon swaying in the wind, and just like that, we reach home.
I've delivered you home, as per my mission.
Good work. Well, I should go in and start preparing dinner before Sakura comes home. What will you do, Ryder? Do you want some tea or anything?
No, I'll turn back right away and go get Sakura. Well then, Chido, I'm off.
She displays an admirable and unwavering loyalty towards Sakura that's very becoming of Ryder. It gets dark early on in the fall, so I'm more relieved that Ryder is with Sakura instead of her going home alone. I see. Then tell her that I'll be making dinner today.
Understood. See you. Welcome back, Shido. Are you going back out, Ryder? I will return your master. And I will go protect my own master. I shall excuse myself now.
It's past 9 p.m. after dinner. So let's go investigate. By myself. I'm curious about... Well, okay, I'll just go in order. The sky is near. This is the tallest building in the city. From up here, all of Fuyuki is brightly lit by the moon. I didn't come up here for any particular reason. I'm not looking out at the town. My eyes are fixed firmly upwards. The moon is so close. Its crescent shape resembles a chalice, somehow. Once, I had the silly idea that I could reach out and touch the moon with my hand from up here. I'd need a rocket ship to go to the moon, of course. That or an unimaginably long ladder. I should head back. There's nothing I can do here on my own. I leave the silver lunar will behind. This is where the sky is. There's no reaching the beginning, no matter how tall of a tower one has. Interesting. Let's see. What do we got? What's at school? Oh, really now? Really now? Okay. The gust of wind blows up the dry dust into the air. The morning practice must have finished, as there are not many people. Just as I was about to turn back...
All right, found the handyman.
She comes running, talking in a rude manner. What? Makidera, did you just break equipment again while creating a new track event?
Wrenchhead, you can repair something no matter how many times it breaks, but a lost life won't return a second time.
Putting that nickname aside, that's not for someone who only breaks things to say. Fixing them is a pain too. Hey, wait, what are you pulling at?
Stop babbling. I don't want to have to ask for your help either, but this is no time to be bringing personal feelings into this.
Makidera, what kind of way of talking is that when you had me not only fix the track club equipment, but even your own rice cooker?
Rice scoop head. You have, what? If you have time to delve into the past like that, then scoop the fleeting possibility called life.
Life? What are you talking about?
She might die.
What?
This is vexing, but you're the only one who could save her.
What? I can't keep quiet if she's asking me to save a life. Kaede Makidera is formidable.
Did she sense the man that will eventually become the champion of justice with that sense of smell? Okay, leave me there. Even if it means that the neck of a Peeps marshmallow came off, or that your neck will fall off if I don't give you my English homework until tomorrow.
Fine, such business is a daily occurrence. But that'll be for another time. Oh, Maki!
Wait, what? Wait, it was true? The one that was dying was Saigusa?
Oh, Emiya.
Shaking your body like that, where does it hurt?
Huh? No, not me. Look up there.
When I look at what she's pointing at, a calico kitten is snug and curled up in a tree. No!
The one who noticed was Yukika. Seems like that kitten can't get down.
What a cliche punchline.
Emiya, can you save it?
Of course, I'll try.
I'm counting on you. If it's you, you might be able to reach it.
It's you, Himuro. Can't you save it if you jump? You're the ace of high jump, right?
Kane isn't good with cats.
Yeah, we should rub the kitten onto Kana and have fun once we save it.
Makinoji, once we get the kitten down, I shall hang you from the tree instead.
Jeez, so scary. Horror.
We go right under the kitten and measure our distance. I'm definitely the tallest out of these members, but even then I can't reach the branch even if I stand on my tiptoes. Even if I were to climb the tree, when the trunk is this thin, the branches would shake greatly and the kitten would be flung. Shake the trunk and drop the kitten. Even Makidera wouldn't do such a thing.
Then I'll kick the tree with all my might so you and Yukichi catch it when it falls. Huh?
Wait,
Huh?
I was naive.
Himuro, hold that idiot down. Understood. What are you guys doing in such an emergency? Let go of the leader!
If I jump. If I back up from the tree a bit. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, it was Shido saying that, actually.
That was close.
I barely missed the kitten branch.
Your height isn't enough, huh?
She casually says that what I'm self-conscious about.
There. Be a good kitty. We'll save you right now.
Maybe I wouldn't have been able to reach it.
Damn it. If it comes to this, do we have to make Kane overcome her hate for cats? As I'm holding on to Kane, you guys hammer some sweet talk about cats into her. Huh?
You're the one being held down.
Don't mind me. There's no life to hold dear at this point. Now, keep on telling her about your favorite body part of a cat's gesture that you think is super cute, your favorite cat manga, the results of your cat fortune telling, or what kind of cat you want to be when you're reincarnated.
Can't reach it after all.
Hey, don't ignore me! Did you know, Maki? This area used to be a graveyard, and that even now, anywhere you dig, human bones. I don't, and I won't listen!
Well, you can also use this as an opportunity to overcome your own flaw.
Which flaw are you talking about?
Well, the story from that school grounds used to be a graveyard isn't rare. Burial grounds are cheap, after all. Could the block of stone that you're stepping on right now be a cenotaph?
I'm not stepping on it! Don't casually change the topic! Also, ghosts don't come out during the day.
But there's been an increase in reports of ghost sightings at noon lately. Word has it that the ghost of a beautiful woman with long hair holding a parcel the size of an urn suddenly appears and disappears along with the neigh of a horse.
No, that's probably the sister or mom of a student kindly delivering their lunch to school while riding a horse. Stop suspecting such a warming, beautiful story with your hardened heart.
It's a random guess. It's a random guess, but probably right.
Maki, if you make such a fuss, the kitten will get scared.
Yeah, can't you do something about that, Makidera?
That's why I pulled her away.
But she ran away and came back. But she ran away and came back with you. Damn it. Shouldn't have relied on Emiya.
I can't stand being called useless by this Makidera. Alright.
What happened, Emiya?
I get on all fours under the branch. Makidera, get on top.
Emiya!
Emiya. Emiya. If you still can't reach, then jump from my back.
What? Are you sure?
It might not seem like much, but I do work out. I can bear this much.
But
the height's more certain if I carry you on my shoulders, but you're a girl after all.
okay, sorry for making you do this.
Don't worry about it.
Man, I said such mean things to you, though.
I don't mind it.
I'll owe you one.
Yeah. Wait, take off your shoes!
Take off? Why are you making such a puzzled face?
As I look up in the corner of my eye, I see the dead leaves that were stacked on the ground whirl up. Huh? Rugged shoes fall in front of my eyes. Is this it, young ladies? The kitten that was on the branch is in Archer's arms.
Wow. What? Oh.
What are you doing here? Huh. Well, I wasn't planning on it. Oh no, okay. What are you doing here? Well, I wasn't planning on interfering, but I couldn't bear watching the uselessness. Ugh. And he should have played dumb and distanced himself from here.
Oh. Thank you.
The calico kitten that was handed to Saigusa must have felt relieved, as it curled its body up as if it was being held by a mother cat. I can't stand that guy, but thanks to Archer, the kitten was saved.
What's your name?
It's nothing worth mentioning. I'll save that for when we meet properly again.
Whoa, how cool. He's like a champion of justice.
Ugh. Wait, what are you saying, Makidera?
I mean, he is. He appears like the wind and saves the weak. Yes, and with a big heart that he doesn't boast about. He's lovely, like the main character of a period drama.
That is not very good. You should avoid using the expression champion of justice. Look, a strong sense of justice would also create strong enemies at the same time. What's waiting at the end of that's a bloody war of attrition. Conflict will only be created if you're not neutral and moderate. Understand, young ladies? It's good to be particular about things, but it's not good to be thorough.
Okay. Are you saying that it's not good to excel in only one skill? No, it's not about skill, but the matter of how you think. A champion of justice is a way of being that would only be seen as an enemy from someone who's the complete opposite. What are you saying? Being a champion of justice is a good thing. It's cool. Everyone's role model. Best of all, it's easy to understand.
The only thing that's easy to understand is the nickname. The content's a massive self-contradiction. A champion of justice is a pipe dream those who cannot conform to society look up to. There's such a thing as true righteousness, and that's a society that does not need a champion of justice. There's evil within that. That's the ugliness of people who lament over the world that does not go their way and yearn for a champion of justice. Well, how should I put it? A champion of justice is another name for human weakness. Archer's criticism continues. I want to object, but as someone who couldn't save the kitten, I can only shut up and listen. So you guys keep that in mind.
You don't need to be embarrassed at your age. So wishing for others to speak on behalf of clear justice is in itself is evil. Fascinating.
Here, Kitty. Tell Mr. Champion of Justice thank you.
Hold on, were you guys even listening? It can't be helped. This will get a little long, but this is my responsibility for saving the kitten on a whim. I shall correct you elaborately. Yes, for example, this kitten. It was saved by a champion of justice, so, in this instance, was good. However, within the hearts of some who were saved, sows a naive thought that some miraculous existence would save them even if they ran into danger again. But that would get in the way of one's growth and progress. Has it occurred to you that a champion of justice is a hypocritical and egotistical existence that is a nuisance to others?
If it's a kitten, it won't understand such a difficult thing. See? It's attached to you.
It's the pride of a guardian. Instead of a temporary thing such as offering a hand, I believe you must offer a hand with the determination of supporting them for the rest of their life. So, what's your point? You're the champion of justice. Come on, don't be stingy and tell us.
Like I said, calling me a champion of justice is...
Well, you won't tell us what your name is, so we don't know what else to call you. Even criticizing your self-criticizing attitude is even more impressive.
Cuteness is justice, see?
Quit looking at me with such innocent eyes, kitten. I only saved you as an interaction with an animal known as a cat. I didn't save you as an individual.
But the cat's super attached to you.
Oh, you're right. It's gotten its nails out and is clawing at you.
Hey, kid. How about you say something? What happened to your usual foul mouth? You could at least say, how can you be liked by cats? Well, it's nothing. I don't have the right to say this and that to you when I wasn't even able to save the kitten. And I can see that the cat's unmistakably attached to you. Falling in love, I might say. There's no use talking. I don't have all day. I'll excuse myself here. Young ladies, let that kitten out into the wild. If you do not let it learn its lesson, then that kitten will stay as it is. Archer acts sentimentally as he skulks away.
Oh, he left. I wonder what happened. What's up with him? That Red Justice guy isn't friendly. He must be shy. I'm guessing that he wasn't in a bad mood, but was holding back a smile.
Archer left. He seemed to be complaining about all sorts of things, but in the end, he's the one who saved the kitten, and I couldn't do anything. Damn it, I need to train more. I fall to my knees. The sense of defeat weighs heavily on my back.
Hone your kung fu skills, stupid kid.
Why are you sitting on me?
Well, meow. I thought you wanted to lie down since you wouldn't get up at all, meow.
She's rubbing salt into the wound. The kitten looks at me with innocent eyes as if cheering me on. Man, being pitied by a kitten. Damn, if only I had more height. That fucking scene was... Jesus Christ. Oh, good lord. Alright. Stuff at the residence. Let's talk to Ren. Alright, I think this is it. As I brew tea in the kitchen, I murmur the usual line. It's disappointing, but I still can't brew tea that she'd be satisfied with. She's fired up today, too. She's reorganizing her closet for the new season. She's causing a big commotion, turning her closet inside out, saying she couldn't get her clothes ready because she was traveling. What a big difference compared to me as a guy when I'm done right after switching the top and bottom drawer of the dresser. Well, I'm not able to help when it comes to that. If I try to forcibly help, I'll end up falling from the second floor with the ganders. That's why I was having a staring contest with Tosaka's complicated textbook downstairs until she gave the signal. And she called me earlier, so that's why I'm brewing tea right now. Tosaka, I'm coming in.
Sure. I'm tired. Thank you. Feels good to have a cup of tea after doing manual labor.
Tosaka takes the cup of tea and takes a sip. Did she really want the tea that badly? Before Tosaka could evaluate my tea, I noticed the clothes on top of the bed. Huh? They're rather unfamiliar. A black dress with a white apron. This is almost like... it's like a maid's outfit.
Not it's like. It's the uniform of a servant, of course. I don't know how it ended up in my place.
While sipping on her tea, Tosaka is also looking at the maid outfit. Servant. Oh, yeah, Tosaka lives by herself, but come to think of it, was there a maid at your house?
My father was around. The housekeeper that was working until I was in middle school went back home. Thought I got rid of this uniform then, but it came out. I did find it, but I was wondering what I should do with it.
What you should do with it? Are you gonna wear it? As long as they're clothes, that's the only way to use them.
Oh, so you're into that kind of stuff. How did you come to that conclusion?
What else would you do with it? Are you gonna frame it?
I wonder. You were looking at Ilias Vale's maids strangely. But are you sure that was because they're homunculi, and not because you liked their maid outfits?
What an annoying smile. I was simply impressed at their thoroughness of wearing a hood on top of their white clothing.
Then are you gonna wear it, Tosuka? You're joking. Why do I have to wear a servant's clothes as head of the Tosuka household?
I get yelled at. That seems to be her pride that she can't give up. I don't care about the rest as long as she looks good in it.
But yeah, clothes are to be worn.
No. But yeah, clothes are to be worn. If I had a choice, I'd want Saber to wear it, I think.
Saber? That's also...
I'm not sure whether she would look good in it or not.
どこを見ているのです、お坊ちゃま。
Now, first of all, she'll probably get more mad than Tosuka, saying, "What are you and Rin making me wear?" But that is...
She's a servant, so a maid servant? Yeah, it's a bit cliche, so I was trying not to say it, but I'm relieved that you said it just as I wait, okay, I actually don't know. She's a servant, so a maid servant? Yeah, it's a bit cliche, so I was trying not to say it, but I'm relieved that you said it just as I expected.
Just as expected, huh?
Yeah, okay, I did get that in the right order.
I almost hug my knees and start sulking, but I suggest another candidate to wear the maid outfit without getting discouraged.
Lol, I guess the voice line for these are counted as SFX instead of voice lines. That's what I figured, probably, yeah, because it's happened a couple of times here and there with some voice clips. If you won't wear it, then...
If you won't wear it, then what about Sakura?
おかえりなさいませ、ご主人様。
Why are you making such a serious face? I thought you would say things like, "What are you trying to make my little sister? What are you trying to make my little sister wear?" Or like, "You shameless idiot, senpai."
That girl seems like she would gladly wear it. And call you master. How dangerous. I can't show this to Sakura.
A shameless, no-good big sister that mutters in a quiet voice. What do you mean by master? There's no way Sakura would do something like that.
Huh? Oh, did you hear me?
Well, it's fine. If Sakura won't work, then Ryder's up next. Temperament and looks-wise, I feel like it'd suit her well.
That's also so perfect that it's scary.
If it's the reserved and devoted Ryder, I feel like being a maid with Sakura as her mistress would totally fit her.
This is such a, like... I know it's not, obviously, it's not the same hairstyle, which, by the way, this is a very cute hairstyle on her. But it's giving Sakuya. It's very Sakuya Izuyue.
旦那様、お仕事の時間です。
Since she's not particular about clothes, I feel like Ryder wouldn't hesitate to wear the maid outfit.
But Ryder, even though she looks like that, she likes to play with fire, so situation-wise...
I can't understand your muttering at all. That aside, the one who's left that would look good in it is...
Tosuka suddenly laughs out loud. It seems like the person that popped up in our heads is the same person, but her reaction's the complete opposite of mine. That is hilarious! Miss Fujimura might be overjoyed. She'll probably go to school like that, and you'll have to do your best to explain why she's in a maid outfit. She really talks like she's having fun. But I'm also starting to feel like that'll happen.
It was stupid of me to think that it'd be good for a moment. This has to be absolutely off limits for Fujine.
Yes, I would be troubled if I saw Miss Fujimura like that at school too. The sight of her in that outfit would make my abs hurt from laughing too much. But it's certain that we can play a lot with this.
Tosuka picks up the maid outfit from the bed. She must mean that she'll put it away without disposing of it. But I can't help but think about it when I see it.
What is it, Tosuka? Do you want to see me wear it after all?
There's no way I wouldn't want to see it. But it makes me hesitate to say that in a loud voice. Also, who knows what she'll ask for in return if I become indebted to her. But, well, I still want to see it, I think.
Good boy. I shall reward you someday for being honest.
She closes the closet and the maid outfit disappears into the darkness. Goodbye, the one other great possibility.
Alright, all done.
Good work. Oh yeah, there was a part I didn't get in the textbook I was reading downstairs.
Oh, I have time, so I'll teach you. Bring it here.
Thanks, Tosuka. Looking forward to your guidance as always.
I'm so sad that they didn't show fucking Fujine Maid Sprite. We were fucking robbed. That's what I would have wanted to see the most. God damn it. Punches the wall. Cries. Oh well. Not everything can be perfect, I suppose. This hellhole of an earth. Anyway. Oh. I guess, yeah, sure, I'll just go to sleep then. Oh, yeah, because it would have been, yeah. Understandable. Okay, let's see. Not going to school then. Okay, I guess we'll just do stuff at the house. Hey, Ryder, what's up? I'll go hang out in Ryder's room. She's probably reading a book as always. Hey, Ryder, what a great timing. Just as I'm about to ask if she's free, she slips by me. She leaves quickly. Maybe she has something urgent to do. Oh well, I'll just have tea by myself.
Yes, I'd like to make an appointment today. No.
I run into Ryder again. I'll make enough tea for her, too. There's still some water boiling in the pot, so I quickly brew more green tea. Fairly certain there's also new stuff at the school on top of the exclamation point scene. It's just the game will prioritize showing that. I see. I got scared. I was like, no, what if I go there and that's the only thing and then I'm locked there and I have nothing else I can do?
Are you available in the afternoon? The stylist is... Please thank her for her trouble. 3 o'clock then. Thank you.
Stylist? I return to the living room with the tea and offer it to Ryder. Calling somewhere, Ryder?
Yes, I called the beauty salon.
I'm not exactly sure why I'm surprised, but it's like something just bonked me on the head. Right, Ryder is a grown woman. It makes sense she'd go to a salon, but would someone this beautiful go to a beauty salon in Miyama that high school students use? You mean the salon in Miyama?
Yes, it's difficult for me to tend to this much hair on my own. I take the time to visit roughly twice a week to get my hair treated.
Ryder's hair, huh? Now that I look at it, it looks like it's very silky and would feel good enough to make one want to touch it. Should I? I'd like to play with it just once. No, control yourself, man. That'd be risking my own life. You have to get your hair cut? Does it get too long?
No, it doesn't grow, but it does get messy. And besides...
Ryder takes a sip of her tea.
When I change to spirit form back to material form, my hair goes back to its original state.
So why don't you just do that?
I don't want to burden Sakura with something as trivial as my hair. It's really quite troublesome, but I should take care of my hair on my own. To be honest, I get into a bad mood when it's messy.
I see. I'd sure have a lot to worry about, huh?
I appreciate the thought, Shido. But if you care, then please prioritize Sakura over me. I'm merely her servant. Sakura likes it when you care for her, and it makes me happy to see you both that way.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Yes, for you it may be harder than fighting, but do make an effort. At the risk of repeating myself, I do enjoy watching you try.
Ugh. What a scary remark. I care about Sakura plenty. What about Tosaka? Wonder if she goes to the salon too.
I think your concerns for her are unnecessary, even unwanted.
She answers instantly.
Lest you misunderstand, Rin does not like to show her efforts. I think she would feel ashamed if you find out how much effort she puts into her appearance.
I see. It's like how a swan with all of its elegance still has to paddle hard beneath the water. Thinking of the rest of the girls in my house. What about Saber?
It's hard to tell. She becomes belligerent when I suggest she visit the salon, but I think she would take it as an advice if you tell her to.
Yeah, it's hard to predict how that would turn out. She'd probably say something like she prefers her current hairstyle or that other styles wouldn't look good on her. And Fujine, I wonder. Seriously, who knows?
She might be happy.
Hmm?
I said she might be happy. She isn't the type to apply cosmetics, but I don't think she dislikes it. If you told her you wanted her to go to the salon, she'd probably instantly ask to join you.
Hold on. When did this become about me going? Leaving me aside for now. Are you going now?
My appointment's in the afternoon. I can relax until then.
With that, she sits at her usual spot in front of the TV.
On that topic, I don't really like going there.
She murmurs as if to herself. She doesn't like the beauty salon? Why? It sounded like you were used to going.
Because there are mirrors there.
Of course, that would make sense. Ryder's true name is Medusa, and she was defeated due to a mirrored shield. There was a mirrored shield in your legend, right? It's said that it reflected your mystic eyes of petrification. According to Greek mythology, the hero Perseus used a mirrored shield to suppress the monster Medusa's mystic eyes before decapitating her. Wait, but wouldn't that mean... Ryder, you have to take off your glasses when you get your hair cut, right? And if you have to sit in front of a mirror, wouldn't you petrify yourself? Philip with the 8, there's an exclamation point scene at Ryudo Temple on day 4 afternoon I highly recommend doing next time we get there. It won't progress the story, luckily. Gotcha.
No, I will not be petrified simply by looking into a mirror. Perseus used the mirror to fight me without making direct eye contact with me.
Oh, I see. So the mirrored shield didn't reflect her eyes' power. Perseus combated the mystic eyes by not allowing them to make direct contact with him. Then what's wrong with mirrors? It's not like the mirror killed you, and while I can see why you wouldn't like mirrors, aren't you kind of overreacting?
Not necessarily. Even if the goddess's shield didn't literally seal my eyes, the fact remains that a mirror defeated me.
This is a mystery. It sounds like there's some truth behind the legendary slaying of Medusa that isn't commonly known.
Do you want to know, Shido?
Well, I am curious.
Do you insist on knowing?
Well, I don't need to know. After all, it'd be the story of Medusa, Ryder's defeat. I'm not going to force her to tell me. I'd like you to tell me about it if you're willing to.
Very well. I don't like recalling those events, but since you asked, I'll describe them. It occurred after I had matured as a monster. They were the last days of a monster that had fallen far beyond the person you know now.
The peaceful noontime feels heavier somehow. Ryder seems to have something in mind, or she might be looking forward to my fearful reaction. Quietly, she begins to talk about the end of her life.
Ask me for anything else. I will even bring back the head of the alleged Gorgon, if you demand it. Perseus, who would later be known as the King of Tyrants, and Mycenae? Mycenae? I don't know. Spoke at a feast. In the Greek world, he was the hero most beloved by the gods. One day, Perseus, son of Zeus, declared war on the monster in order to defend his own valor and mother. That lone island was one of the penal colonies for beings exiled from the pantheon of gods. A monster lurked at the ends of the sea. The stories described it as devilish as a siren, as enormous as a titan, and as chaotic as a chimera. Not a shadow of the formerly beautiful temple remained. It had become an incomparably inhuman realm of evil. The temple was called the Shapeless Isle. Even seabirds would not approach it. It was an underworld protruding onto the surface of the earth. Perseus was granted 5 relics. Winged sandals that allowed their wearer to fly,
a helmet that rendered its wearer invisible, a bronze shield from Athena polished to a mirror finish, the snake-hunting scythe harp, and according to later legend, Kibisis, a sack to contain the head of the monster. No hero had ever been granted so many godly relics. Perseus was equipped for victory. He also learned much about his target to avoid failure. He had reliable arms and strategies to support them. He did not feel a single shred of fear toward his yet unknown enemy in a yet unvisited demonic realm. On the day of the battle, the moment he stepped foot into the dark temple, the island was nothing like the rumors. Sunlight could not reach it. The air was stagnant. The very realm dissolved organic matter. The bloody, dark temple was a hellscape that did not abide life. A visitor might wonder if they had died and descended into Hades. No matter how blessed he was by the gods, this was not something that Perseus, who had yet to accomplish anything heroic, could face on his own. Perseus proceeded into the depths of the temple, as if he was chased into it. His delusions of grandeur about triumphantly slaying the monster were long gone. He no longer craved glory. His only wish was to find the monster as soon as possible, sever its head as soon as possible, and get off this island as soon as possible. The burning air roasted his flesh, and the earth slowly melted his feet. His defeat was assured if he stayed over long. The reckless challenger would die before he ever reached the monster slumbering in the temple depths. Perseus held his breath, silenced his steps, choked down his screams, and crept into the temple, darting from shadow to shadow. The temple was vast, not just large, but excessively expansive. By some trick of magecraft, there seemed no end to it. Its enormity made him feel all the more diminutive. Yes, this temple wasn't just big. Trembling as he ventured deeper into it, its sheer evil made him feel like an insect. Then, hours later, the mirrored shield warned Perseus. The shield reflected information about its surroundings. It became a sensory device that displayed the dark temple's terrain and Perseus's heartbeat. It also informed him of the approaching monster's heartbeat. The scenery warped. Something aberrant was creeping out of the darkness, but he could not look directly at it. Perseus implored himself to never take his eyes off the shield until this quest was done. This battle could be avoided no longer. In mere seconds, he would fly into the air and challenge the monster. But before that, he realized something was different from the accounts. There were supposed to be 3 beautiful sisters residing in this realm. The mirror was only displaying the heartbeats of himself and the monster. Then, here was the serpent's princess of petrification, the monstrous Medusa. But where were the heartbeats of her sisters? Something enormous was trampling through the sea of stone pillars. This was the Gorgon monster Perseus had detected. Perseus cursed those damned gods. What promised glory was this? There was never a chance of winning this fight. The monster had grown too much, becoming a dark god unto itself. Before that, his crafty relics were little better than life preservers. Life preservers amidst a wrathful storm. Perseus was at the mercy of the raging waves and could only hang on for dear life. His relics never offered him any chance of victory by overcoming his foe. This would be a battle of sheer endurance. Perhaps a genuine hero would fare better, but Perseus, who aspired to become a hero by winning this duel, had no hope of defeating the Gorgon. Perseus was still human. If there was a way for him to defeat the Gorgon. Perseus used the winged sandals to avoid being mortally wounded. He avoided petrification and evaded the Gorgon's arms. That was all he could manage. The monster never saw this tribute as a threat. It was simply an annoying vermin. Finally tiring of this chase, it released the seal on its temple. Breaker Gorgon, self-sealed dark temple. Breaker Gorgon was a greater bounded field paired with the Blood Fort Andromeda that engulfs the shapeless isle. While Blood Fort Andromeda covers the world, Breaker Gorgon seals the world. The consciousness of someone captive in this bounded field would be sealed within the Gorgon, preventing them from using any abilities they possessed in the outside world. Unlike the mystic eyes, Breaker Gorgon drew in its targets merely by exposing them to the Gorgon's magical energy. Perseus had no means to avoid it. The monster used its power with abandon on him. If there was a way for him to defeat the Gorgon, it would have to be making the monster seal itself. Kibyssus. The sack intended to contain Medusa's head. For an instant, it bulged before turning inside out and engulfing Perseus. It was the concept of an inverted world. The inside of the sack became the outside, and the outside became the inside. In that moment, the inside was no longer within the sack, but outside of it. The Gorgon's dark temple released inward. This prison was turned on the Gorgon itself, who existed outside of the sack. The monster stopped moving. It was caught by its own bounded field, attacked by its own nightmares. It now suffered as Medusa. No nightmare could be worse. The monster despaired, forced to confront an image of itself whose ego was still intact. And then came a single counterstroke. The immortal slaying harp cleanly severed the head of the immobilized serpent princess. An all but invincible monster returned to being Medusa by its own doing, and died easily to a killing stroke, as if awakening from a dream. That's all. It's quite an old tale and has nothing to do with my current self, so I embellished a few details.
Ryder sips her tea. She's awfully calm, considering she just told me how her head got chopped off. Oh, so that's how the slaying of Medusa actually went.
Yes. Ever since, I've been traumatized by the sight of myself. You can see why I don't like mirrors.
Yeah. Makes sense. They don't literally hurt you, but they aren't good for you mentally, right?
Yes. I should also mention that the whelp continued to wield my head as he pleased. How utterly infuriating. I say I don't like mirrors, but perhaps I should call them my sworn enemy.
Ryder mutters that she wants to break mirrors whenever she sees them. But the way she referred to him... By whelp, you mean Perseus, right? From the way you told it, he wasn't quite a victim, but it still sounds like he was taken advantage of.
Yes. He was another human used by the gods. In any case, I regarded him as nothing more than a mere fly at the time. I don't exactly hate him, and could be persuaded to even feel sympathy, but...
But?
Personally, I just can't bring myself to like him. I know he became a decent person later, but I still can't.
What was Perseus like?
Well, if I had to describe him...
Ryder thinks for a moment, collecting her thoughts. Suddenly she looks up, as if surprised at how quickly she found the answer.
In a sentence, he was a successful Shinji.
Huh. That paints an incredibly clear image.
Heavens above. I just can't stomach him. No point grumbling now. If only it wasn't for Kibyssus.
Kibyssus was that bounded field inverter that trapped Ryder within her own Breaker Gorgon. She said that someone caught in it would have nightmares containing both joy and forbidden taboos. But what kind of nightmare would have created a permanent trauma toward mirrors? Hey, can I ask what you saw, Ryder? No, sorry. You wouldn't want to remember or talk about your own nightmares. I'm sorry I asked.
No. We both dream. It wouldn't be fair to you if I didn't explain.
Ryder sits up straight again. That said, she's still slouching a little. Seems like she finds this more palatable than the story about getting her head cut off.
My nightmare was...
Medusa! Come out! Medusa!
Yes, I'm here. What is it, big sister, middle sister?
Don't give us that! You know that I and myself are due to attend Lord Poseidon's banquet tonight!
I did hear that the sea god summoned you, but what about it?
I know, Philip said, the voices are very light, much lighter than Medusa's, and I realize that, but I also think it's very funny to just stay with what I instinctively did anyway, instead of correcting myself.
Hey, did you hear that, me? How is our giant little sister this useless? She really is such a troublesome and sensitive girl. Medusa, are you perhaps a dinosaur? Is your brain even smaller than the palms of our hands?
Sisters, if you need help getting ready for dinner, I can help you.
You're so annoying! I'm asking if our dresses are ready yet.
Yes, I'll get them ready.
You'll get them ready? You mean it's not done yet? I'm sure she's dragging her feet because she likes embarrassing us.
I would never do such a thing.
What's that? Hey, me, is it just me, or does she seem uppity? She really is ugly for a lady. Yes, I pity her, but we should rake her over the coals a bit. It's all for our adorable little sister. It might seem a little excessive, but this is the time to steel ourselves and correct her flaws.
But big sister, I'm sorry. I regret my actions. I'll do my best starting tomorrow, so please forgive me today.
That's right. Shrink down and become small like that. All right. A fun feast is about to start, so we'll forgive you today. Now, Medusa, about our dresses.
What, middle sister?
What were you thinking? Unbelievable! Why are there 3 dresses for us?
I kept this a secret, but he actually invited me too.
Impossible! Now, how do you like this?
Sister, I just made that dress. Why are you handling it like you're scaling a fish?
I sure am merciless. Tragically, it looks like you won't be attending the feast tonight, Medusa.
You're so mean, middle sister. Why would you do such a thing?
It's a millennia too early for you. Listen, Medusa, are you really arrogant enough to think someone of your standing can come to a party? That's something you can only get to do once there is a fan club for big folks. My, you're being so harsh, me. If that's the case, Medusa will never be able to debut in high society.
Big sister, what do you mean?
Don't you get what I'm saying? Nobody likes big women like you. In fact, we wouldn't tolerate it even if someone did. As if there's any man who'd be a good fit for you. That's right. Unfortunately, the men who would look at you are few and far between. Think of how unromantic the kisses would be. If a man has to stand on tiptoe to kiss a woman, that's a death sentence for romance.
These guys are out of their minds. They're crazy.
I'm not tall because I want to be. And I don't actually think I'm that tall.
You say that even though you try your best to look smaller. If you don't like what we're saying, then get on our level. We're small and beautiful enough to be swept off our feet, but it would take someone as mighty as Atlas to pick you up. Yes, I'm sure he'd still develop back pain, though. Get it? The trend right now, slim and compact. No one wants a big woman like you who's built like a farm horse.
You didn't have to say it like that.
Tears won't save you. If you start crying, the man will think there's a leak in the ceiling. Oh my, now I feel bad for her hearing other me say that. Did you know that I've seen Medusa sighing in the mirror? Don't you think it's positively wretched? That's why I've been considering asking Lord Poseidon to give us his concave mirror. Because it would make her look smaller and cuter? Great idea. Let's ask Lord Poseidon to make us a really big mirror. Of course, this is what we'll tell him when he asks why. To our great shame, our younger sister has a mental illness that prevents her from looking directly at flat mirrors. How wonderful. Oh, we're such thoughtful big sisters, aren't we, Medusa?
Sisters.
And so, Ryder's had her eyes closed for a few minutes after looking like she was about to say something. Ryder? You were gonna tell me your nightmare. I changed my mind. Let's stop talking about these old stories. It's also almost time for my appointment. Ryder stands up. I feel guilty. It really was insensitive of me to ask. I'm heading out. Just so you don't misunderstand, the nightmare Kibissus showed me wasn't actually that horrible. It wasn't pain that put a stop to me, but the joy of reuniting with people that I thought I'd never see again. It was like your life now, Shiro. They pushed me around all the time, but those were the best days of my life. Perhaps the reason I dislike mirrors is because they remind me of those memories.
Ryder smiles kindly and leaves. That smile of hers is infectious. It makes me happy, but I'm not being pushed around all the time, Ryder. Really, I'm not. What's this sudden feeling of kinship towards her? Okay, let's see. We haven't talked to Lancer in a bit. Let's talk to Lancer. Request cooperation. Now, I'm not even sure how it came to this, but in order to defeat an enemy we haven't even seen yet, it seems like we'll need more help. Archer's out of the question. Caster is a fortress on lockdown. Assassin is a guardian deity. Ryder is only amiable if it involves Sakura's safety. Ilya is spectating out of entertainment, so the only one I can rely on is... Hey, Lancer. I wave and greet him. Probably won't work if I beat around the bush, so I get straight to the point. I explain the situation to the best of my ability. The abnormality in the past few days, 4 days, though I haven't truly met her, the vague looks and fighting style of the 8th Master that I know, the fact that the female mage is most likely involved with the abnormality of the town, and how Saber and I aren't compatible with her, so we need the help of another servant. Lancer doesn't even look my way the entire time. His eyes that gaze at the sky listlessly, gradually become displeased.
Let me make sure of something. Did that girl dress in a suit and have short red hair?
Yeah, and leather gloves that were great for punching me.
Did she have earrings?
I don't think so.
Last question. Was there anything strange about her body?
What? Well, nothing that I could see. I don't know if her clothes concealed anything, though. That was all of his questions. After that...
That'd be pointless. No thanks. Ain't a reason to after kicking the bucket myself.
Lancer quietly says. Lancer, I don't know who she is yet, but it's certain that she's an enemy. Next time when Saber and I patrol at night, we could use your help.
Sorry, ask someone else. I'll pass.
His wording is casual, but that is a hard no. I often forget this guy's really scary sometimes. So much so that he smiles even when he's ruthlessly cutting things down with that polearm of his. Can I ask why not?
I just ain't interested. It's not like I'm trying to make it hard on you. I do owe you one, and normally I'd take you up on this sort of thing. But this is a little different. Even if it was the king's order, I'd have to shoot him down.
There's no room for negotiation if he says that. Despite his history with the following his king's orders, he'd still say no. When it comes to her, I must not be able to negotiate anything with Lancer. Alright, well, let's go investigate then. By myself. Alrighty. Church. I walk up the long hill road to the church. The night is dark. There isn't a cloud in the sky, but the moon is dark. The only meaningful source of light comes from the church. A ghost / woman / woman stands in the courtyard. She reminds me of a weeping willow. This is a dream. When did it become a dream? I know I'm seeing her for the first time. We shouldn't have met before, but I feel like I know her well. The woman walks past me like I'm not even there. I absently watch the ghost go. I don't need to run after her. This is a dream, after all. She'd just disappear as soon as I caught up to her. And even if I tried to chase her, these things wouldn't let me pass. Oh. I hear a familiar chorus. Someone told me not to go near the church alone. And this is what I get for forgetting that. But I'm lucky this time. Fortunately, I'm in a dream. All I need to do is open my eyes to see my usual bedroom ceiling. Wicked claws pierce my liver. Stomach. Like a strawberry on a fork. Leg. They skewer all my joints, my neck, even my face. Neck. I have no throat, and I cannot scream. Whistling air.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, I got that out of order.
I have no throat and I cannot scream. Whistling air. Help. Something sharp digs into my brain. It's so painful, so irritating, that it makes me want to tear up a stuffed animal in revenge, like stabbing the defenseless doll with a kitchen knife, an act of slaughter even a child could do. So simple that it's incredibly pointless, boring. It's awful, disgusting, and leaves the worst taste in my mouth. In other words, I'm playing the role of that stuffed animal right now. Still, I'll be okay. This is a dream. Once this crunchy affair ends, it'll be like it never happened. Everything will be gone, and I'll wake up in my next form.
Welp! Start again! Jesus. Alright. And yeah, I guess we'll go to the school. But we're gonna pick the event that will not do the thing.
Oh, Emiya, did you hear? A familiar voice stops me in front of the third year's classrooms. Mitsuzuri, and Tosaka as well, the beautiful duo who were the pride of the third years of Homurahara. It's hard to believe that I'm acquaintances with both of them at all. Morning, Mitsuzuri, Tosaka.
Morning, Emiya. Did you hear that she finally came back?
Mitsuzuri points at Tosaka. Of course I know, so I nod. We're basically living together.
Yeah, I came back from abroad. She was on a trip to England this entire time. I can't believe you, skipping school to go on a trip all the way to England. What happened to the model student?
For Mitsuzuri to be lamenting like that, she must be jealous. There's no doubt I would have thought the same if I didn't know the circumstances.
So, where'd you go? London, Wales, or Loch Ness, or anything like that? Unfortunately, I didn't sightsee that much. You know, I have a lot going on next year, too.
Yes, the surface level reason for Tosaka's trip is supposed to be prep for studying abroad in London.
I see. Figuring out where you're gonna stay early, eh? That too. And there's a lot of things that I want to arrange in advance. Besides, I need to get familiarized with the environment I'm gonna be living in early on.
She says she's a scholarship student, but really it means that it's essential to make necessary arrangements.
You already have a recommendation from that school, right? I'm jealous of model students. You know just as well as I do that it'd be a cakewalk for you too. I know you nailed your last tests. Even then, they weren't as good as yours. Jeez, what do you think of Miss Model student, Emiya?
Don't look at me. I did horrible on the tests.
You're too much of a space case, Emiya. If you're not careful, you'll be held back and have to graduate with Mato. Oh, Emiya looks as if there's nothing wrong with that.
Tosaka really enjoys teasing me like this. That would mean I get held back, but I haven't been doing that bad. Well, if it comes down to it...
I can look after him. Are you going to tutor him or something? Not only that, but I can help him find a place after graduating.
Wow, in front of Mitsuzuri like this, if you were saying this sort of thing in front of Issei, it'd be a critical blow. Mitsuzuri is looking at me with a question in her eyes. You know,
I can do housework and all, so...
Emiya might be in the mood to try studying abroad or something too. And the rent will be cheaper if we share a room. Dang, are you sure you're okay with that?
That's like saying we'll live together by studying abroad. Well, she is saying that we're going to share a room. Though it's true that we won't have the financial freedom to be able to live in different lodgings if we go over there.
What is Emiya gonna study abroad? Wait, are you sure you'd be okay taking him? Even if it's a different country, if you throw them in there for 3 months, a person can get used to anything. Besides, Emiya might even say he'll follow me because he doesn't want to break up.
Yeah! What the... Who would do such an embarrassing thing?
Wow, I thought Emiya was more laid back. I'm cool, it's fine. Well, when it comes to Tosuka, you know Emiya.
Mitsuzuri pats me on the shoulder. She sighs before making an announcement.
With that kind of attitude, maybe you'll even manage to catch this one. My, pot meat kettle. I've heard boys have a hard time with you too, you know. Shut up. Wait, that reminds me. Hold off on taking Emiya with you for a bit. Our match hasn't been decided yet. Let's settle this once and for all with that shooting contest. It's time, you two.
Also, Mitsuzuri, let's do that another time.
Ugh, taking the coward's route again. Tosuka, tell me about your trip later. I have a lot of things. Well, then, see you later, Emiya.
They both hurry away. Alright, I head to my classroom. Let's talk to Ren on the roof. It's lunch break. Time for food. As per usual, those who are empty-handed and don't bring lunch like me have infinite possibilities, but, well, the cafeteria is the go-to. Other rare examples, other than going to the convenience store, would be running to the Mount Miyama shopping district and buying lunch, or going to eat at Shinto and coming back before 5th period. Goto said something like how you've reached peak fuck, I always forget how to say this fucking word. Is it just asceticism? Fuck it, whatever. If you don't know whether you're going to eat or challenge a time trial, I've heard that there are some people who go to hang out in Shinto and completely ditch coming back. That makes sense. I don't think I could go all the way to Shinto and come back to school again.
What makes sense? What makes sense, senpai?
Ah, well, going to Shinto for lunch and coming back.
That's crazy. You can't do something like that.
No, you don't have to do anything of the sort. Have your lunch...
Oh, no, you don't have to do anything of the sort. I have your lunch, too.
Yeah, okay, it is Sakura. They kept her off screen for a bit, so I was like, is this a different underclassman? But no, it's just Sakura. What? Oh, it's you, Sakura. No, I was just talking to myself. When I turn, there's a girl holding a bundle wrapped in cloth in her hand. Sakura, could it be that she's planning to go see the cherry blossoms and skip school?
I'm glad. I was worried that you were really going to push yourself to do something.
You're the one who's pushing your... Nah, never mind. Sakura, is that lunch? When I point at it, Sakura nods with delight. There's quite a lot, so this was the result of her working hard in the kitchen this morning.
Yes, I was thinking of eating lunch with you.
That works out. I didn't have lunch either. Wait, are all 3 boxes for the 2 of us?
I was actually thinking that Tosuka could join us too.
Ah, I see. So, that's why there's enough for 3 people. Okay, I'll go get Tosuka.
Oh, it's okay, senpai. She's already waiting at the rooftop.
Got everything figured out, eh? Oh, but what about Kyudo Club? Sakura is the captain now, so it seems like she's always having lunch at the archery range.
I told everyone that I'm having lunch elsewhere today. So, with that out of the way, let's head to the roof. Did we make you wait, sis?
The way Sakura calls Tosuka changes when there's no one watching. Tosuka's waiting at the rooftop with her usual expression. I'm sure the other students would flee if they spotted her with that look.
No, not at all. More than that, you were able to catch Emiya, huh? There's no way I can turn down Sakura's lunch.
Plus, I didn't have anything anyway.
Me too. Sakura took the time and effort to make it, so I have to share the meal with her. Yes, I worked hard so that I can treat you both.
Sakura joyfully opens the 3 stacked lunch boxes.
You would think of traditional New Year's dishes inside of a nest of lacquered boxes, but there's a colorful lineup focused on rice balls. The fish cake is bright red and white. We're given chopsticks and serving plates before surrounding the boxes. Wow, this is quite something, Sakura. You were able to make this much just this morning, huh?
I was preparing a lot of things since last night. It's more fun to make 3 servings instead of 1, you know?
I say my thanks and dig right in. Having lunch on a rooftop in the fall feels similar to these sort of idyllic images of a picnic. When I chew the rice ball wrapped with seaweed, I can taste a subtle salty flavor. The inside's kelp. A refined choice.
This is pretty impressive. I'd never manage in that short of a time.
Really? I would think that you'd be able to make something incredible.
Well, for a different definition of an incredible, maybe. When it comes to making something myself and eating it, I can only prepare the bare minimum. It's not like I don't want to indulge, but...
She sighs and nods along with Sakura. She's either developed the habit of saving money, or she's lazy when it comes to herself. Despite liking luxurious things, Tosuka won't waste money.
Well, I'm not going to go out of my way to change at this point, so that's fine. But it means I can't help but get jealous of how efficiently you can prepare lunch for the 3 of us.
That's not true. I'm not attentive to details like you are, so I can only prepare things like this.
What's wrong with that? It's delicious. Your fried oyster stew is well made, too.
There are ways to eat deep-fried food, long after it's made. I learned that from Senpai, too.
Even though this side dish is juicy, the broth doesn't leak out and mix the flavors. I nod while eating the rolled omelet, impressed. She's getting better at a good balance between the broth and sugar than I am.
Alright, since you treated me today, I guess the next round's on me.
Oh, that's good to hear. I'm looking forward to your lunch.
Well, don't get your hopes up too much. It's been a while since I made lunch for someone else. Well, I'll try my best to return the favor towards you and Emiya.
I'll return the flavor. That's what I was about to say. Which actually, I mean, it works too, I guess.
The sisters seem to be having fun as they continue conversing. Really, they should have been like this for a long time. The older sister, Tosuka, having lunch with her younger sister, Sakura. The conversation is lively with idle, everyday things. Although the bond that was severed 11 years ago will never return to the way it was. But even with its patchwork and needing some more time to heal, it's something to appreciate. Cute. Okay, what's up, Fujine? The afternoon homeroom period ends and we all head out. Students who go straight home, students who hurry to their club practice, students who are just talking. The hallway's almost as lively as lunch break. I don't have any plans, and I don't have work. So I'm part of the straight home group, and...
Emiya, I have something to talk about. Stay behind, please.
Fujine stops me with a serious expression. She is Miss Fujimura at times like this, so I have to respond seriously as a student. What is it, Miss Fujimura?
Don't what is it me. Emiya, you haven't decided where you want to go after graduation, have you? Did you forget that I said to turn it in by this week?
Oh, I did forget. Wait, it's October already. I haven't narrowed everything down by now? I suppose it's only natural for this Miss Fujimura persona to make her appearance now. I'm sorry. I'd like some more time. Is that possible?
It's not. Turn it in by today. It's only you and Miss Makidera that have not decided as third years. Decide before Miss Makidera beats you to it. Well, I'll cut you some slack since it's so last minute.
Miss Fujimura takes out the Student Path survey report. So I just have to fill in the spaces since it's last minute?
Yes. It's a headache as your homeroom teacher and guardian, but you'll be called to the faculty room if you don't.
Miss Fujimura, no, Fujine, sighs dramatically. Understood. Then give me a bit of time.
Very well. I have time, so I'll keep you company until the sun sets.
So she says. I was thinking of going to a local college up until last year, but plans have taken a dramatic turn as of late. She says it's fine since this is last minute, but I really ought to be thinking about this carefully, right? After debating for a while, I did my best to fill out the Student Path survey seriously. Thank you for waiting. Here, Miss Fujimura. Okay, good work. Let's see. So, your first choice is undecided. Your second choice is studying abroad. Third choice is law and politics, huh? Your goal until last year's dropped to third. Is there any reason for that, Shido?
It's not that I lost interest, but rather, I have higher priorities now. Can they not all be the same priority for now?
That's an inarticulate answer for you, Shido, but undecided as the same priority? Does that mean you'll work after graduating?
I'd want to work if I can find a good place, somewhere I can actually be of help and be able to reach people.
Then what about your second choice of studying abroad? Your grades in English are average, right, Shido? Putting listening aside, pronunciation is pretty tough. I don't know. Why are you bringing up studying abroad? Is it Tosaka's influence?
No, it's more like resolution instead of influence. I can't rely on Tosaka forever if I'm going to study seriously. I thought I'd also need to be thrown into the real place.
Seriously? Like Kiritsugu?
For a moment, I'm at a loss for words. What she means is if I want to wander around foreign countries like my old man. Fujine knows more than anyone else of my admiration for the man. That's what she's picking up from the abroad option, completely putting aside Tosaka's influence. I don't know. I don't know about the future, but I think it'll be a different path for my old man.
I see. So you've decided already.
So the second choice. Fujine casually circles the second column of the survey form in red. I hear the commotion of the club activities from the schoolyard. The classroom's quiet, as if there are no people. Fujine, staring at the podium in front, and me sitting at the desk makes for a quiet, empty scene.
I can't stop a student's autonomy as a teacher, but can I ask one thing?
Yeah, what? That is...
Shido, will you come back?
Words hinting at a time to come, as if to secure a promise for the future, or perhaps a promise of days long past. I'll come back. Multiple times a year. I have to take care of the house, right?
Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to make sure to be there for you then. I'll protect the house while you're not here, so you can go anywhere you wish.
A radiant smile. Even if I were to go somewhere far. Where else in the world could I ever find a smile as strong as that? Thanks, Fujine. I don't think it'll happen, but please look after the house in that case.
You too, Shido. If you're gonna go somewhere else, you better come back bigger.
She replies with unwavering warmth. This is the last autumn before my route will drastically change. Another promise that cannot be broken was made in the classroom with just the two of us. Man. Fuck. That got me.
All of the serious scenes between Taiga and Shido in this are really good. Like, don't get me wrong, I love wacky Fujine hijinks as much as anybody else, but the serious scenes between the two are always really, really excellent. Okay, I forget. Are we good to finish the solo investigation with the haunted mansion, or should we stay away from that for now? Okay, then we're good to do it. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Gotcha. Alrighty.
By myself. There's still time. Should I turn back? There's no point in coming here. I never knew about this house. I never had any occasion to. I think I've heard about it somewhere.
have the strangest feeling. Like a movie I saw before going to bed is being played out in my dreams. Naturally, it's as if the source material's been tastefully adapted into a remake to fit modern tastes. But if there's one scene that completely mirrors its inspiration, it's those two, in the mansion at night. Right now I'm trying to enter a movie, a dream. I feel a chill and break into a jog. There's no turning back now. I need to be sure. Whatever happens inside, whatever awaits me, it's the center of the wrongness permeating the town. I enter a large chamber on the second floor. I've seen this sight many times. It's... Wait, what? Nobody's here. Was anyone ever here? There's no woman sleeping on the sofa. No grumbling, rotting man on the chair. Of course not. The empty parlor tells me that this house is abandoned. So it's just... those two don't exist. That story was just a dream, a fiction, a fairy tale. I should head back. I came out a little too far. I leave the haunted mansion. Just to be safe, I inspect the second-story windows. They seem fine. I wonder why I even bothered, before starting down the road home.
Yay! Okay. So, let's see. Pretty much nothing going on anywhere, I guess. Well, to afternoon then. Okay. Stuff going on at the residence. Oh god, no! Why are you here? Why are you in my room? Go away! What the fuck are you doing here? Get out!
No one's here. The note on the message board is in Sakura's handwriting. I'm going back to my house for a bit. Ryder and Saber left a sticky note on the refrigerator that reads, "Going shopping in Shinto." Everyone else seems to be out at the moment, leaving me alone in the house. Oh well, not like I have work today, so I'll hold down the... The doorbell rings. I go to see who it is, and I'm surprised by an unusual guest. For a moment, we stare at each other without saying anything. The opportunity to greet each other passes, not that he seems willing to do that to begin with. If this was a combat sport, each fighter would be waiting to see who makes the first move, but it's not like he came here picking a fight. Hey, don't see you around every day. Are you here to check on Sakura?
Not really. Just had something to do in the area on the way home.
Okay. You might as well come in if you have the time. Since it's you, you're probably on foot. The Mato house is pretty far, so have a cup of tea before you go.
Tea? Well, I might as well. I'm not free, just so you know, but I'll stick around for a bit.
Yeah, do that. Sakura's out right now, but she'll probably show up after a while. You can wait for her here.
I told you this doesn't involve her. Where's the living room, anyway? Your house is weirdly built and way too big.
Is this your first time in here?
I've never been here before, so yeah. I was never interested in your house, Emiya.
I bet. We always used to hang out at your house. Felt bad asking you to come over here.
Obviously. Why would we have to come all the way out to these backwoods? My house is closer to school.
As you can see, Shinji has never been inside my house before. He came over to pick up Sakura once, but only came as far as the front door. Okay, this is the living room. The hallway earlier turns right to the dojo and turns left to the guest house. Sakura uses one of the rooms there.
It's pretty far away.
That's what it took to get Fujine's permission. So you feel like your little sister is in safer hands yet?
How many times do you have to make me say it, Emiya? I don't care about Sakura.
That said, I noticed Shinji stealing glances in the direction of the guest house. He probably is curious about Sakura's recent living situation. Hey, do you want black or green tea? I call to him from the kitchen.
Hmm? You drink black tea now, Emiya? Is that a surprise?
Well, the majority of the residents here prefer black tea, so I have to deal with it. So, which do you want?
I'm not interested in either. Anyway, where's your room? Let's go there first.
Shinji's voice is lively for some reason. It's not like there's anything interesting in my room. It's right over there. Not as interesting as yours, though.
I'll be the judge of that. Come on, hurry up and show me. I came all this way, so I should get a look at my friend's bedroom.
Sure, don't complain later, though.
Here? Cool. The innermost room of the house.
Yeah, I guess. That's the best placement. Shinji's eyes twinkle in anticipation, but that smile does a complete 180 once I slide the door open.
What the hell? There's nothing here.
There isn't nothing. I have a desk and a seat cushion. There's a small bookshelf in the corner, too. I place extra emphasis on the bookshelf. It's a piece of furniture I bought recently, specifically to store the literature that I've received from Ryder.
The living room was better. Damn, you're as boring as ever, Emiya.
After grumbling and doing a quick tour of my room, Shinji heads back to the living room. So, what are you having, Shinji?
Coffee, with milk and 2 spoons of sugar.
I only have normal cow's milk, though.
Cow's milk is fine. It's still better than powdered creamer. I don't need any snacks, don't bother.
I appreciate that. The snack situation in this house is pretty strict. I brew coffee for 2 and return to the living room. Shinji's sitting there, looking unhappy.
You can serve black tea and even coffee now. You've changed, Emiya. Broadened your horizons lately.
I've always had black tea and coffee. I just prefer Japanese tea. I've always liked both, though.
So you weren't just copying Ryudo.
Actually, I wanted to ask you something. Heard you haven't been going to the Kyudo Club lately. Sakura is sad about it.
Why would I? Don't lump me in with Mitsuzuri. We're already halfway into our 3rd year. I don't have time to be messing with clubs all day.
Why not? You could help Sakura. You don't really have a problem with her becoming captain, right?
It might help her to have some responsibility. Sakura's got Mitsuzuri looking out for her, and that's enough. I'm not the only one who should show his face at the club. I've always been happier to see you than me. Fall tournament's coming up, too.
That's not true. I visit sometimes, sure, but I can't pick up a bow for the club anymore. It'd be rude to everyone who's been there for 3 whole years for some occasional visitor to pick up a bow.
What? You're as soft as ever, man. Someone who's actually good doesn't need to fuss over stuff like that. There isn't anyone there as good as you, so don't worry about what the incompetent whiners think.
Well, thanks for that, but what about you, then? You're actually a good archer, and I don't mean that as flattery. It isn't too late for you to get some practice in before the tournament and make a good showing.
No thanks. Kyudo doesn't mean that much to me.
I've graduated from it. It was just a way to kill time, that's all. What a waste. You're a natural at it.
Ha! Your way of thinking is gravely flawed. I don't need to excel at any one art. There's a job for dissatisfied people. Plebs who work hard to polish some individual quality or skill they have are pathetic. Someone who's actually fulfilled in life doesn't need to do something like that.
And how does Tosaka fit into that worldview? She can do anything, but she also tries to better herself at everything.
She's poor on an inborn level that nothing on this planet will ever fix. Everything comes easy to her, but she still chooses to suffer.
That feels right on the mark. Sharp eye, Shinji.
Duh, I've been watching Tosaka for a long time. I've got the edge on analyzing her.
Shinji downs the rest of his cup of coffee. After a moment of philosophical indifference,
Hey, I'll have another.
the coffee here is pretty good. He haughtily thrusts his coffee mug at me. Our meandering conversation continues. We're both on our 4th cup of coffee now. Also, I think Nasu said the reason why Shinji was the way he was because of the Holy Grail War, which is him at his worst. He's supposedly normal, very chill, like we're seeing now. I mean, sure, I guess, but I don't really think that squares with the stuff in Sakura's backstory. Like, Heaven's Field
reveals that he's like a fucking assaulter, like even way in the past. So I just don't buy that. Like, sure, maybe he acts more regularly like an asshole in the Holy Grail War because the circumstances are very heightened, but you know, I think that that's like the stuff from before is comfortably enough to be like a piece of shit. Yeah, that's because according to Natsu, Shinji and him just had that whole fight right before Fate Stay Night started, so they're on bad terms. This is like how they are supposedly every day. My issue is that Heaven's Feel ruins it for me. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of how I feel about it. Because yeah, I mean, like if I knew my friend had done that, I'd be like, first of all, you're not my friend anymore. Second of all, destroys you with meteors, kills you with a beam from space. Like, you know, there's just no fucking way. We're both on our fourth cup of coffee by now. Shinji updates me on his recent life, such as how incompetent his more experienced coworkers are at the new part-time job he started recently, and how old-fashioned they do things there. If I didn't know the context, I'd call it a bunch of whining, but I'm actually aware of the reputation Shinji's workplace has. According to Neko, ever since an unfriendly new employee started working at Kitamura-taya, their quality's gone up and their prices have gone down. I'm surprised you got a job, though. Tosuka said that the Mato family's quite well off. Old Zoken's sitting on a hefty retirement fund.
I'm just doing it as a change of pace. I'll need my own source of income once I graduate, though. I can't count on my savings, so I'd better earn some money while I can.
Are you leaving home once you graduate?
Not really, but if I do leave, I'd be an idiot to be broke when I do. Still, I'm about 80% leaning towards moving to Tokyo.
Another surprise. Shinji's leaving. That's more significant than the typical young adult moving out. The Matos are a lineage of mages. Even if Shinji or the entire family lacks the aptitude for magecraft, I still wouldn't expect him to leave, knowing what he knows. If he were to leave, that would mean that... Shinji, wouldn't that mean that you'd be cutting ties with the Matos?
If I tell Grandpa, that's probably what'll happen. My father had a little brother, actually. When he left home and moved somewhere else, he was as good as disowned. That's what it means to leave Fuyuki.
I see.
And Sakura?
I already told her. I told her to think hard about her future, too.
If I leave home, then the Mato are finished. There won't be anyone left to inherit the family legacy, so she'll have to leave too.
Shinji.
What? I'm just stating the facts. Oh, just so you know, the family inheritance is mine. I'm coming back to claim it once Grandpa kicks the bucket, so I told Sakura not to waste it.
Even though I've known Shinji for 5 years, I still can't tell if he's bluffing or genuinely concerned for Sakura. Still, he's making the best choice for Sakura, in his own way.
Anyway, you and I are actually going to graduate together for the second time. Back when I met you, I didn't think we'd know each other for this long.
Yeah, thinking about it, we didn't really have any common interests. We spent more time chatting about random stuff than actually going out anywhere.
Going places with you would have been boring anyway. I only spent time with you when I didn't have anything else to do.
You're actually saying that? I jumped in to help you in fights probably 10, 20 times. You're always getting into it with the older guys at our usual meetup place after school.
It wasn't just about me. They went after me because of you, too. I stand out wherever I go, so there's nothing I can do about that, but when we were kids, it was easy for busybodies like you to make enemies.
I do feel that he's right, now that he mentions it. I think back to 5 years ago. I first got to know Shinji Mato just about the same time of the year as right now. One day after school, we were getting ready for the cultural festival happening the next day. One first year was surrounded by several third years. They were giving him a hard time for marking a sign that was different from their design. I knew that the first years had spent days making the sign on his own. The first year had spent days making the sign on his own, while the third years didn't lift a hand to help. I ended up throwing my 2 cents in and got real worked up about it.
Shut up. In that case, why don't you remake it by yourself tomorrow?
The third year said they'd overlooked the first year's failure on that condition. Tit for tat, so to speak. I took the bait and stayed up all night by myself making a new sign. There was another kid in my year who watched me from start to finish. He watched me as I stayed behind, making fun of me the entire time, never leaving me alone. All he said was, "You're an idiot. You could have just said nothing." And, "Don't you get that they're taking advantage of you? The dumbass third years in the first year that think you already forgot about you and went home." And so forth. He didn't stop me, but he kept nagging me. Then, the next morning, when I finished the sign according to the third year specifications. "You're stupid, but that's good work." He laughed, as pleased and proud as if he'd made the sign himself. That's how I met Shinji Mato. Our relationship continued until we graduated middle school, and as we entered the same high school, but we started to drift apart once I joined the Kudo Club. The event that resolved our falling out happened half a year ago. We didn't quite return to the way we were 5 years ago, but the fact that we can make small talk again means we've begun to bury the hatchet. The clock rings 3 o'clock. Shinji finishes his 4th cup of coffee and stands up. "It's already this late, huh? Got an appointment to keep, so I'm leaving. Also, don't get any funny ideas about me showing up here today." Sure thing. Are you sure, though? Sakura should be back soon." "It's fine. I don't like noise. Just imagining everyone else being here makes me feel sick." I watch my friend of 5 years leave. "Oh yeah, I don't expect you to get a computer, but you should at least put a TV in your room. Just because you're a mage doesn't mean you have to live in the Bronze Age." Shinji leaves me with that biting remark. However, while I'm much obliged for a suggestion, I actually do have a computer or two in the shed. Maybe I should have corrected Shinji's mistake and told him how relatively high-tech my house is. Okay, go to sleep. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we're pretty much just got the new stuff at the house right now, so... It's just... mysterious shed scene. Phew. I pause, surrounded by salvage in the shed. It's nice and cool. The smell of grease and metal calms my nerves. Oh yeah, the VCR. What time I get to that? Just as I began to rummage around again, I hear this is somebody else. I don't know who it is, so it's generic. I hear a distant scream. It came from far away. That wasn't Sakura's voice, meaning it was either Fujine, Saber, Rider, or... Anyway, it should be fine. I have a feeling this thing isn't viable. Wipe the dust off the deck cover. Even if I had a service manual, this is way beyond my ability to fix. Of course, lately everything has become so modular that it's difficult for amateur hobbyists to get a hold of them. Surprised it still works, even with the loader broken. This looks like it could take a while. I spread out my tools and organize my sheet. Now to take another look inside. I feel a storm coming, like an air pressure drop bringing in clouds overhead and winds blowing the wrong way. I hear footsteps shaking the earth. And they're headed straight for the shed. It's clear from a glance that it's Tosaka, but the vortex of magical energy is a living typhoon. "Hey, Tosaka!" I wave in greeting. She glares at me like I killed her parents. What on earth happened? It feels like she could unleash Gander and kick off the murder in the Emiya shed case at any moment. "You know the toilet?" "Which one? In the main building?" "The guest house!" As we all know, this is a big place. There are restrooms in both the main house and guest house. Water was coming out. There's a leak? Uh-oh.
A plumbing problem could cause a lot of cause a lot of damage if left alone. I should fix it. Pretty sure I have some sealant and gaskets on hand. No. It isn't broken? I'm starting to feel very uneasy about Tosuka's curt answers. It's like I'm looking at a dam that's about to burst. What in the world? Hold on. I don't know if you can hear that, but there is a cat whining outside my door. But unfortunately, I know that if I go and give her attention right now, she's gonna hold me hostage for like an hour. So I don't think I can do that. Anyway. It's like I'm looking at a dam that's about to burst. What was that, Shiro? What's what? Wait, do you mean... Come to think of it, the guest house is a Western-style building, so I think it has some construction done to the facilities. And while Tosuka was out, I had a state-of-the-art toilet seat installed. Are you talking about the electronic bidet? Bidet? Or is it bidet, actually? I can't remember. Why didn't you tell me about that? And the dam burst. Like an idiot, I try to stand my ground against the overwhelming torrent. You should have explained to me right away if you installed something like that. It isn't something like an air freshener. Sorry, it slipped my mind. I never used that restroom, so... Okay, yeah, it is bidet. All the more reason to! I almost had a heart attack! So that's what the scream was about. Yeah, the first time I used one was how I imagined it is going to the dentist. Well, I've never been to the dentist, but it made me grit my teeth, you know. Still, Tosuka, once you get used to it, you'll see how convenient the comforts of civilization have made our lives. Sakura also said, that was incredible. It surprised me. Seems like everyone wants to share their first experience with it. Nobody asked your impression of it! Is that your first time using one, Tosuka? Obviously. I never even imagined something like that existed. It's inconceivable. Who in the world thought of such a barely appropriate idea? Can't underestimate engineers these days. That kind of creativity and skill. Are they gods or devils or... Her metaphors are out of control. The bidet must have really given Tosuka a shock. Well, given that she doesn't seem to have one at home and how tech illiterate she is, it must have been extremely alarming in the moment. By the way, which button did you push first? How could you ask me something so embarrassing while grinning, too? What ticks me off is that you kept that machine a secret from me so you could make fun of me for it. Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to do that at all, even if it turned out that way. Anyway, you should take full advantage of it to your heart's content. Sadly, we don't have one in the Japanese-style main building. Who needs to use a toilet to her heart's content? Wait, it's only in the guest house restroom? I nod. I've seen Japanese-style bidets on TV. Sadly, they're no longer manufactured for various reasons. Who else has used it then? Sakura and Ryder. Ryder wasn't surprised or interested at all. Fujine said that she's used them before, too. I see. She's clearly plotting something. And the victim can only be the last unnamed resident. Tragedy breeds tragedy. I need to nip this chain of sadness in the bud. Saber, huh? Nice. That could be fun. I knew it! Tosuka, wait, slow down! I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything, though. You seem to have enjoyed this so much, it's only fair I get to have a little fun, too. Besides, I'm only gonna tell Saber, try pushing that button. So she's chosen the path of carnage. There's nothing I can do to stop Tosuka from skipping away. I go back to fiddling with the VCR for a few more minutes. Saber's scream. What a rare treat indeed. Another tempest looms, so I'd better take some typhoon precautions while I can. Jesus. Yeah, guess it just leaves this scene at the Tosuka residence, so let's go there. I'll go to Tosuka's house. After coming back home, she told me to come to her house if I had the time, so I should drop by. And as I go inside the Tosuka house, What are you doing?
Oh, Chido, can't you tell by looking?
Doesn't not look like she's cooking. There's a rather vintage pot on her desk. Most of all, it looks rather worn out and weirdly shaped, so it doesn't look like an item that you'd cook with. On top of that, a mountain of ingredients are piled up. There's a bunch of peculiar vegetables that aren't commonly used. Tosuka, are you gonna eat that? You ask odd things. These are all medicinal herbs. Oh, medicinal herbs. Then, will it be edible? No, it might be medicine that you put on wounds. I've had Tosuka put some secret ointment of the Tosuka family on me before, so this is how it's made.
Oh, yeah, I didn't say what I'm making. I'm gonna make this into an infusion.
Will it be nourishing or for rejuvenating beauty?
I might be able to make it into my side job if I'm able to make it. Seems like there's actually a lot of businesses that are operating as drugstores on the surface.
I see. So, since the old days when mages, doctors, and faith healers couldn't be differentiated, the reputation of a drugstore was standard. However, when Tosuka says side job, I feel this urgent sense of desperation.
Hamiya, what are you smiling about?
Nothing. So, what are you using that for?
It's something that you must not need, but I shall tell my unworthy pupil.
I nod and listen to what Tosuka has to say.
It's a medicine to suppress the magic crest.
I see. I wouldn't need that. Magic crest. I don't have one, but it's a type of inheritance that Tosuka succeeded from her ancestors. It's the achievement and tenacity of a mage, a fixed mystery. That's fully engraved into Tosuka's left arm.
The magic crest will get used to you once you grow up, but it's someone else's body in the end. It's hard to suppress it unless you take medicine after all.
Like an immunosuppressant.
That is, unless you're a mage family with a lineage spanning 500 or 600 years. Mine has blood from outside the clan, and it's a lineage from the far east of less than only 200 years, so we have to rely on these kinds of things.
Only 200 years. All this talk is making me dizzy. It's a large enough scale to make me sigh and impossible to imagine from the days that I admired Kiritsugu and wanted to become a mage like him. Isn't being able to use things like this also proof that you're a distinguished mage?
Maybe. Well then, Shido, please take this.
Tosuka smiles as she pushes an old book into my hands. It's as worn out as the pot. Who? Naga to Tosuka.
It says the instructions where the sticky note is, so I'll leave the rest to you.
Wait, Tosuka, what is this?
It's the formula book passed down from my ancestors. Since you're my pupil, I'll show you my family's important...
Are you sure it's okay if I make it? I asked Tosuka without concealing my worries. I mean, isn't that right? It's like administering an immunosuppressant that an amateur made to a heart transplant patient. There's a limit to how reckless you can be. Plus, Tosuka's the one who's taking it.
If you make it as it says, it's fine. I was also trained against my will when I was an elementary schooler.
So you're saying it's fine?
This is part of your training, Emiya. Yo, Artless, thank you for sending the 20 gift memberships. I very much appreciate that. Very generous of you.
I'll mute that for now.
Just so we don't have the Beato laugh ringing in our ears for the next several minutes. Stop complaining and do it. I'll check the finished product.
Can't be helped if she tells me that. I can't lose if she was trained when she was an elementary schooler. Okay, I'll try then. Oof, it's handwritten, and it's in cursive. I can't help but groan when I see the yellowed pages of the bound book. So, Tosuka's ancestor was from that kind of era. There's things written with pen on top of the brush writing, and it's totally like a research journal passed down from generation to generation.
Yeah, I have to recompile it during my generation. It's starting to reach its limit.
So, Tosuka, it's this page, right? I show Tosuka the page that has the sticky note on it. I'm not sure what I'd do if it was a completely different page because of Tosuka's famous carelessness again. Tosuka frantically looks at it after I point it out.
Yeah, that. I thought I made a mistake again.
Again? If I probe any further, I might push Tosuka's buttons. I see off Tosuka, who still seems like she's in a good mood. Alright, I should start cooking. Formulating.
Shiro, we have to cook.
Is she really gonna drink this? I peek into the witch's cauldron that's boiling in front of me. No, I can't peek. If I smell it, I feel like my lunch is gonna come back up. I timidly extend just my arm and mix it with a wooden spatula. It was wrong for me to think that I could just use a regular pot. It was also wrong for me to think that I could just boil it in the kitchen. I never want to cook using this pot or kitchen ever again after making this. Is this thing even drinkable? I'll try taste testing just in case. Tosuka's going to drink it too. I think that being a mage is a rough job, having to drink something like this. Come to think of it, Fujine made me drink green juice. Compared to that, I hypnotize myself and pinch my nose. I muster up my courage and lick it with my tongue. See, it's nothing compared to a cup of green juice or a plate full of mapo tofu from Taishan. Wait. I should do the SpongeBob. Hold on. How noisy. What are you doing?
My tongue, or more like my entire mouth, is getting contaminated.
I guess contaminated is going too far. No, I can only think this is a challenge towards my taste buds. No, not just for me, but toward the entire human race.
The bad taste is a given. If medicine was yummy, it wouldn't seem like it works. Don't you think that sugar-coated pills are blasphemy, Emiya?
If you can enjoy drinking it, that's justice. Hey, Tosuka, anything that tastes this bad has got to count as harassment. What? That's weird. It shouldn't be that bad. Did you mess it up? Tosuka calmly checks that poisonous stew pot.
Oh, yep. Well done.
It's well done? Hey, are you really gonna drink this? I can't help but wish for a moment that it's a lie.
Huh? Of course. Whole glass. What's wrong? Why are you shaking in the corner? You're like a researcher that was attacked by an alien.
Of course I'd become the first pitiful victim, as someone that cooks having a glass full of that palate-destroying liquid is equivalent to death. But to a mage that is brushes with death, a cup or two of nasty medicine should be nothing. I'm reminded of the difference between my upbringing and Tosuka's in a place like this. Well, yeah, I was wrong. Even in magecraft training, if I can be removed from death or danger from obstacles with this, I should gladly drink it too.
Well, that's fine.
What a weirdo.
Then all you have to do is keep it on boiling at a low heat. Here, come with me for a bit.
There's something else?
Since we still have some time, I thought I'd have you show me your progress in magecraft.
Tosuka is my mentor, so it's natural that she's curious about her pupil. But I finally recalled my magecraft the other day. Wait, what?
What's wrong?
You look lost. Could it be... Tosuka is tilting her head, seeing my face. I frantically get rid of my anxiety that I felt for a moment.
Could it be that you were slacking off while I was gone?
That's not true. Well, I was putting in effort in my own way.
Oh, if that's the case, then why don't you show me? Now, prepare yourself and come into my room.
Ugh. It can't be helped at this point. I can only be honest and show her how much I've improved in magecraft. The task is very simple. To strengthen the plastic letter opener that she handed me. Tosuka said that it's a teaching material that's fit for me. I activate my strengthening while Tosuka watches over me. The usual words, triggering an illusion, concentrate. Trace. On. I run magical energy through to my magic circuits and awaken it. I analyze the material of the letter opener that I touched and grasp its structure. I run magical energy through that shape and existence, and I strengthen it. It's something that I've gone through tens and hundreds of times. I erase my anxiety with one sole purpose. I run my will through my own circuit. I did it. I avoided having to humiliate myself in front of Tosuka and wipe off the trickling sweat from my forehead. I try throwing it at the dartboard in the corner of the room. Even if it flies like a throwing knife, there's no way a letter opener made of plastic would stick. But now that it's hardened as much as steel, it should be able to stick easily. Huh? Tosuka's making a face like she can't watch any longer. The letter opener bounces off the dartboard and falls. No, it should have succeeded. Could it be that the strengthening was too weak? As Tosuka picks up the letter opener that fell, she holds it up to examine it, puts it away, and gives me feedback.
Haven't you gotten worse than before, Emiya?
Tosuka, I would have broken the letter opener if I messed up before. Compared to that, it's a lot more...
I don't care about how the way you messed up improved, but it's somehow strange.
She looks me up and down. Has Tosuka noticed something? But I can only hear sighs from Tosuka.
Fine. It looks like I'll have to train you for a day or two again.
I'm ashamed.
Try to become a proper mage with both honor and dignity. Even if I take you over there like this, you could humiliate not just yourself, but me as well.
Studying magecraft with Tosuka for a whole day. I'm free this weekend, and if she's saying she'll take the time for me, there's no other choice but to have her take me under her wing. I bow my head to Tosuka, saying I'll owe her one.
I wonder where we should start. That's right, with that special medicine.
Does it taste worse than that decoction?
Oh, if you're fine with using them, I have a collection full of variety.
I can't tell if she's joking or serious. Well, if I can quickly make progress with that, the pain would be a small price to pay.
Why are you making that face again, Shiro?
Alright, I just need to come to your place, right?
Yeah, I'll train you thoroughly, so brace yourself.
Now we've made another promise. Although I'm not sure whether this will be good or bad. Alright, it's past 9 p.m. So just go to sleep.
We're probably going to get to the exclamation point scene that Philip mentioned at Ryudo Temple on day 4. And then we'll probably cap off this stream with that, is my thinking. Because we've already been going for a little over 3 hours. Let's see. What's at school? Oh yeah, I'll do this one.
I come to the rooftop for no particular reason. The weather's good, and as I think of sunbathing at the deserted rooftop to take my mind off things... Hold on. Hello? What are you guys doing?
Oh, Shiro. That's right. You could have ignored him.
The maid in black approaches me without any caution, like a baby chick, along with the maid in blue that comes with blatantly open hostility. The one in black that's speaking broken Japanese is Lesrit. Ilya calls her Liz, and the one in blue that's aloof is Sela. The two of them are maids of the Einsburn Castle and take care of Ilya, but it's needless to say that they shouldn't be seen at school.
Good. Shiro should know. Wait a minute. Lesrit, we do not have to get his help. This is our job. You should get back. You get back.
Sela declares. Liz backs down downheartedly. Some strange phrasing.
Good day, then. Please keep it a secret that you saw us.
Well, of course I won't tell anyone at school, but you should have at least changed into normal clothes before coming here. It's good that it was me, but if someone else came, it would have become a big deal.
There's no need for your concern. We've cast magecraft to protect ourselves from people. The only ones who can be aware of us are those who carry magecraft, which there are only few of in this town.
Oh, really? That's true. You guys would have been found if that weren't the case. There are teachers in the faculty room, even if it's a weekend, and you could be found by the track members, too. I see. So you two are generally acting undercover. Wait, hold on. But what about that? Is that the same for Liz?
Yes, it is. But what about it?
Well, Liz is...
What is it? Please do tell if you do not mind.
She buys cake at the shopping district in that outfit, but that's fine?
That is very insightful. I'd like to ask, was that only the one time, or is that often?
Well, it's not like it's that often. It's like once a week.
Lesrit! It okay. It okay. Everyone friends. Shiro translates for me. That is even more of a problem. Jeez, I was wondering where you were getting such a cheap thing, but I did not think it was from the cake shop in that miscellaneous shopping district. Yes. Should I stop? That is not a problem. Get a catalog from them. We shall get delivery from now on. Yes, that is more smart.
I can't tell if those two get along or not, but it's clear that they are amusing people. So, what are those amusing people doing here? You're not looking for that cake shop here, are you? The cake shop, Beiko-chan, that you're looking for is far in the distance, 20 kilometers away.
No, looking for something. It does not... No, looking for something. It does not concern you. I am letting you know that there are no misunderstandings, but neither Lisbeth or I have any interest in this school. The only reason we came to such a lowly place was because of you.
Sella closes her mouth as if she had let her tongue slip. Me? Apparently I'm playing a role in the reason the two are at the rooftop.
Yes, I cannot let such a thing repeat itself. In order to prevent an accident from happening, I must investigate the cause.
Sella nods to herself. I'm starting to have a bad feeling. My precognition toward man-made disasters has been going up these days. I'll excuse myself then. I won't ask what you're doing, but go on enjoying the rooftop view.
Hold on a minute, Master Amiya. This is off topic, but it is the bag that you are holding, But is the bag you are holding what you call lunch?
That's way off topic. That aside, what I'm holding is unmistakably a lunchbox. I made it on a whim before leaving the house and ended up bringing it with me.
Lunch? Sella, is Shiro yummy? According to the mistress, it is something irreplaceable. The mistress who is particular about food says so, so there must be no doubt that it's superb. Shiro, eat.
Whoa, back up! They're staring over here for some reason. Liz is just after my lunch. On the other hand, Sella's gaze has some evil mysteriousness. Those are a rival's eyes that are trying to corner me the moment she finds an opening. Anyway, see ya. I'll go to the castle soon, so I'll see you then. Phew. I escape to the classroom and catch my breath. There was no need to run away, but the rooftop's not the most effective topography-wise. That is a demon's gate for Shiroemiya. I've gotten into the habit of losing because I'm always teased by Tosaka. In that regard, this is my territory. After all, this is my own classroom that I'm familiar with. As long as I'm here, no one is my enemy, whether it's Tosaka, or the Double Power Sisters duo, or the maid duo with unknown intentions. Let's see. If you ask me how much my fighting strength will go up, I can somehow make it at least neck and neck. Now, I sit at my seat and take a breath. Once I calm down, I'll leave the classroom and have lunch at the deserted Kyudo Club. What is their problem? Hello? What are you guys doing there? I kick the desk and ask. That's odd.
That's odd. Are you not going to look for a recorder from a female student's desk?
Why would I look for such a thing? The maid in blue clicks her tongue.
I wonder why. An adolescent boy is coming to school on a weekend. That should be the only objective there is.
Ugh, where did you get such knowledge? You should cast aside such a wrong way of thinking.
Wrong? However, among the books that Lisbeth purchased, there was such a depiction in about a third of the books.
A third of the books. It's devastatingly wrong. There's no common sense in that thing that Liz bought.
Understood. So it is wrong to get sexually aroused by a close female student's instrument. That is unfortunate. I was slightly impressed in the preference to favor an instrument itself rather than the female student's body.
Sella drops her shoulders in disappointment. Liz has been staring at my lunch the whole time. If you don't have any business here, can you go somewhere else? I came to school to take it easy. Let me rest for a bit.
No, please, do not mind us. We're just observing your school life. Please, spend your weekend as you usually do, such as looking through a female student's locker, wallowing in your imagination at your favorite female student's desk, and so on.
In conclusion, if I don't escape from these two, a peaceful morning will not come. Alright, I get up.
Master Amiya, are you going to look for a recorder after all?
Oh, Fleur's monster class. Oh, okay, that's... Yeah, I see. Wait.
Okay, I see. He's baiting. I see.
Oh, Fleur's Monster Class Extra Large Jumbo Strawberry Cake in the schoolyard? Monster Class Extra Large Cake? Could it be the legendary creature that attacked the town of Athens?
Stella runs to the window, and Liz is still staring at my lunch the whole time.
Where? Where is it, Master Emiya? To be called Jumbo, it needs to be at least 10 meters in diameter or more, otherwise it'd be misleading. Moreover, the whipped cream, without any ingenuity or flair, is a copy-paste job that goes on and on like rushed work. Even the defensive symmetry won't hold up. It's the ultimate instant product! I feel like one's Magecraft foundation will collapse just from imagining that such a vulgar cake of bad taste exists.
Stella squeals in delight. So there might be some major defect in the Einsburns Magecraft Foundation.
Huh? Liz, where did Master Emiya go? Hallway. Ran away like an idiot. Could it be that that was his intent? How ingenious! We shall go after him! Lizbert, we cannot let him go!
Did I do something wrong? Did I do something wrong? I don't recall anything, but as long as I'm being chased, I have to run. Fortunately, this is school and not the castle. I can easily shake off Stella and Liz, who are unfamiliar with the school grounds. Phew. I steady my breathing and wipe the sweat off my forehead. I go around the clubroom building and auditorium and take refuge in the archery range in the end. Although I completely shook off the pursuing party, it's almost noon.
Yep, Shido, welcome back.
Liz was waiting at the archery range for me.
I caught up to you. Master Emiya, please. Do not mind us.
Stella comes gasping for breath. I heard that she's quite unathletic, but she's got quite some stamina to follow me all the way here. She must have some guts. Something's wrong with the Einsburns Magecraft Foundation after all. Fine, I give up. I'll eat lunch obediently. I'll share some with you two, so give me a break.
I see.
Stella aside, I could have given Liz my lunch.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you're right. I also would like to get some nutrients by researching Master Emiya's food. We shall finish up our investigation.
Stella wobbles to my lunch and flops onto the floor. Stella, don't... Oh, that's probably...
Stella, don't hog. Need to share Shidos between us.
And it seems that for Liz, there's none for me. Well, if you'll let me go, then that's fine. So... what were these people even doing? Wait. Fuck.
Fuck, we're stuck here at afternoon. Wait, shit.
Oh, no, wait. No, we're not stuck here. Okay. Sorry, for a second I didn't see the thing in the corner. I was scared. I was like, fuck, no, wait, I locked myself out of the thing. God damn it. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Let's go here. What? While walking on the forest path, I sense magical energy that doesn't belong here. It's like poison leaking from a jar that someone made sure to seal as tightly as possible. This energy signature coming from below the mountain, beyond the trees, must be underground. Is the cavern active again? The Greater Grail should have collapsed. How could it be working again? Why in the... Damn, of course they would. If someone's restarted the Holy Grail War, then the cavern's an obvious place to start. I felt safe knowing it was destroyed, but if the Mastermind can repair the Greater Grail... Oh, wait. Fuck. I haven't used this one in a while. Hold on just a second. Also, I'll just put it back on regular size for now.
I run through the subterranean cave. This is an emergency. There's no time to return home. I can call Saber after I've found whoever's responsible. If it comes down to it, I'll use my last command spell to summon her to my side. But this is Ryudo Temple. I don't know if I can forcibly summon her here. There's no time. I need to stop whoever's trying to pry the lid off that hellish cauldron before the Greater Grail moves again. Light is leaking from the Greater Grail, but it's still weak, similar to someone using a match to light a damp fireplace. That means there's still time to stop it. I run up the cliff without stopping, and arrive at a ledge overlooking the infernal pit deep below. This is the source of the wish granter that causes calamity, and in front of its fell husk,
I was curious what was here. How wretched it looks now. It amounted to little more than a talentless dullard's vision of a golden city. Hardly worth my time.
I spot a man wah-ha-haing about how amazing and cool the vista is.
Yeah.
Everything is fine. I don't know what he's doing, but nothing bad will happen if I leave this alone.
Oh? If it isn't Saber's cupbearer. How thoughtful of you, mongrel, to appear just as I was in need of a guide.
And he's seen me. I don't have the stamina to leave after the effort of racing here. By the way, I wish he'd stop implying that all I do is bring her meals. Well, never mind that. Gilgamesh, you're... the perv, I mean golden servant, is in a form that I haven't seen him in before.
Hmm? Yes. I'm not in my juvenile form. Just for now. I've had a change of heart and returned to my usual self. I thought you'd be all lonely without the protagonist here. Consider it a small gesture of my royal grace.
Another delighted, haughty chuckle erupts from the King of Heroes. I see. It isn't that he couldn't turn back, he just didn't want to until now. You really don't appreciate what you have until it's gone. That golden boy was such a decent kid compared to this guy. Right, well, anyway. Hey, what's with those clothes? Gilgamesh checks his clothes as if I told him that trash is stuck to it.
What? There's nothing wrong with what I'm wearing.
Right. Nothing wrong at all. Sure. This whole situation is so bizarre that his outfit's barely worth mentioning. Then, is that a new favorite outfit?
Very perceptive, mongrel. I wasn't going to mention it, but it seems my regal aura simply cannot be contained.
Oh, is that what he calls it?
Indeed, this is my formal attire. It's a rare artifact, one of the few that may only be worn by those specially chosen. In the main plot, it was locked away by the curse of too embarrassing to show, so scrap it, but it is nothing at all to be ashamed of. So rare, in fact, there was only enough budget to draw me wearing it in one pose.
A cocky snicker escapes his lips. If you haven't noticed, his definition of rare is way off base. So, what are you actually doing here?
Studying and recording. I am the man who obtained everything in the world. The world would be in disarray if there was a part of it I do not know. Thus, I'm here. I'm not interested in the pits of the earth, but it is my royal duty to inspect it.
The king's delighted expression betrays his supposed disinterest. I bet that deep down he just has a thing for high places and giant buildings. I see. So this place isn't actually connected to you. Even though you're a boss character?
The stars simply weren't aligned this time. It is no fault of mine. What is a king without an ego? What Saber fails to grasp is that modesty and thrift are virtues to be enjoyed by the common rabble. If she would only join my army, I would shower her in riches untold. By the way, mongrel, I see you're holding something quite unusual.
Something unusual? I'm not carrying anything.
You've only forgotten, but it belongs to you nonetheless. Doesn't look to be of much value, but I'll allow it. In any case, it doesn't exist in my treasury.
Huh? I feel like something important just got stolen from under my nose. Wait, what did you just do?
I transferred its ownership to me. Seems to be some kind of game. Wait right there. I'll make it easier for you to understand. It's been a long time since I appraised something of unknown origin. Let me amuse myself.
Gilgamesh closes his eyes in thought. A few minutes later, with a smug chuckle of understanding, Gilgamesh draws a card out of the space behind him.
So, that's what it is. Rather uninteresting, once given meaning.
The Hanafuda cards that Liz gave us, if you'll remember.
Oh yeah.
But here is your reward. Take it.
Is this a Hanafuda card? Can I really have it?
I said it's your reward. I don't mind giving it away, as long as I have the original. It was developed and completed into a product which should be passed down to the mortal world, after all.
A vainglorious proclamation. The King of Heroes has apparently come all this way to add to his collection.
Now to resume my sightseeing. What is happening down below?
He's already dismissed me from his attention. Hey, it's dangerous! Don't go down there!
What are you talking about? It's just a crater. I see some mud here and there, but no matter. Don't stop me. Why, I spy something fascinating in the center.
The arrogant king strides into the pit, throwing caution to the wind. But he has no idea what's waiting for him. Man, it's the home base of the thing you, of all people, shouldn't get careless around. That's why it ate you last time.
Wait, what is this filth sticking to my feet? How revolting. I have a bad feeling about this. You there, mongrel, here's my chain, hold it.
The bad feeling snowballs into a replay of the past. He might have started over from childhood, but his fate's playing out the same way. Apparently, with great power comes great irresponsibility.
Oh, yeah, I can't escape, even with the chain of heavens. Inconceivable. Damn it all. This is no freak plane crash or precipice of fate. Behold the power of my wealth. Fight, my friend. Do your utmost to save my life.
The King of Heroes tethers himself to the Greater Grail, just barely holding on. By the way, the friend he's talking to isn't me, but the chain.
Well, I guess I'll move on. See you next time if you're still alive.
Are you just going to what? As a humble citizen, surely you'll do something!
Then I'll go find help. In my case, that'd be Saber, though. Is that alright with you?
No need. I require no aid at all. This is like, how do you say, like climbing a jungle gym. A trifle hardly deserving assistance. You hear me? Whatever you do, do not tell Saber.
He lets out an imperious snort. Even as he asserts the virtue of self-sufficiency, Gilgamesh's lower half is stuck in the mud while his upper half is bound up in the chain of the heavens. Wow, what a cool guy. I never thought someone could look so dashing trapped between a rock and a hard place. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Thank you for the Hanafuda card.
Uh-huh. One more thing. It's part of a pair. Its counterpart is somewhere out in the world. If you ever encounter the person holding it, that's when it will show its true worth. Take heed, mongrel. They await at the ends of the earth. Once you obtain the other card, confrontation will be inevitable.
I leave the cavern with his wise, mysterious warning in mind. Now then, I think he'll manage to hold out, not just for a day, but for a whole year. When I have time, I should find Lancer and ask him to bail the poor guy out. The time is nigh. A fated rival awaits you somewhere out in the world. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna assume that we should probably still avoid the exclamation point here, Philip. I'm gonna take a sip of water real quick as well. We should still avoid it, yeah. Okay, gotcha. Then let's just go to sleep. Then in that case, I guess we'll wrap it there, except for our visit to the special screen, of course. Let's go ahead and do this real quick as well. I don't think we have any new ones. Actually, we do have quite a few of these. Okay. Then let's look at these. We should probably have enough to buy all of them, probably. These are extra variations for Archer's new standing illustration. By the time we added his personal clothes, right, production was mostly finished.
I'm fond of Sleeveless Center, too.
Yeah. The character artist says, intimidated by the way he just walks around town not caring what people think, we made it in a rush.
Well, I like it. Here's the character artist's comment. Rin's maid outfit follows a faux orthodox concept. Saber's is in the maid cafe style, I guess.
You little punk. Well, it's cute, so I'll allow it.
There's more. This maid outfit wouldn't have flown in the past, but it's pretty okay now.
Lies!
Yeah, he's lying.
Saber, sweet potato, date outfit, and swimsuit. They're exactly as you see them.
We made the swimsuit a two-piece to surprise you, they said. Her date outfit seems to have stuck quite faithfully to Tsukuri Monoji's design. Why is your face red, Rin?
Well, you could say your swimsuit already breaks the rules. Do you see how evil this sweet potato eating Saber is? Ugh, get it? Now, yeah, you get me. Now I understand why Emiya can't stop feeding her.
Let's not overfeed her, though. There are only so many calories on the planet.
Rin having a fucking gay panic moment seeing Saber eat a potato. Sakura. Oh, wait, that's Archer.
Sakura's maid outfit is a waitress style. Riders dressed as a maid from Tsukihime.
Oh. I didn't even fucking notice that it was the Tsukihime maid outfit, actually. It literally did not occur to me. Ryder's super thoroughbred ponytail's wonderful, but Sakura looks great in that, too. Why do you look so eager? There's no punchline. She's the kind of girl that really shines if you compliment her at the right time.
I worry for your apprentice's fate.
Okay, look, Ryder kills it. Yeah, I mean, I guess I was even though I played Tsukihime, and I know what the Tsukihime maid outfit looks like, I guess I was just too distracted by how pretty Ryder is to notice. We literally already saw those, but I guess with the background and voice line too. Yeah, I notice it more looking at it now. I can't tell if the artist was running ragged or on a weird high when the game was getting closer to going gold. Not unlike the battlefield. When the character artist was working on these, he was in a ghastly state of drawing without any rest, panting and groaning. We've seen once again for ourselves the karmic consequences of a maid fetish. It's practically a mortal sin. Yeah. Even this Emma gallery mode was actually added just as a way to look at the maid's bare legs. Wait, Saber. We're talking about you, though. Is it not gratifying to have more outfits in any case? Oh? You want us to behold your divine feet, then? Okay. Nasu. Or Takeuchi. Whichever one of you. I know that you're doing this specifically, fucking doing the toe shit again. I'm gonna fucking hit you with a brick. Are you trying to be the Holy Mother or something? Hi, Gil. Big and little Gilgamay. Which one did you drop?
Gold, silver, big, small. I'll pass on all of them.
Kid Gil's pretty popular, though. According to the character artist, we revived his old personal outfit, which we cut from the main story of Fate's Day Night for being too absurd and cringeworthy. Kid Gil followed the same pattern, supposedly.
No one asked for this. What pattern? The bare midriff?
Of course. Pretty looks are all about showing your chest. Hope a certain someone doesn't strip down any further.
I won't.
Alright, let's draw a fortune. Gambling. Heavenly Hand. Education. Language skills will improve. Take a trip. Bad. Lucky. Fate Unlimited. Mortality. Poor people will live. Conflict. Seek compromise. Moderately lucky. Conflict. No mercy. Fire. Birth. Reason to worry. Work. Fail right off the bat. Lucky? Okay. Sure. Okay. Poor people will live! Yay! Yeah, I mean, I guess that is a reason to celebrate. I don't know why we needed to have it specified to us. I kind of hoped that would be the case regardless. But, you know. Anyway. Hold on just a second. I'll get our fan art up. Like I said, if you remember, we will not be having Hollow Ataraxia for the next few weeks. I'll be taking a break from VN slot on Fridays to be doing something different for a little bit. But we will be having more Clock Tower on Tuesday. That's something I'm looking forward to. Also, we're having that Danganronpa stream on Sunday, this Sunday in just a couple days, that will start at noon CST. So if you are excited for that, be sure to show up for it. I mean, the VOD exists too, but you know, we'll be doing that for a lot of the day, so. Anyway. Get this going. Okay. So that should make the next FHA stream around the last week of July, first week of August. It'll probably be first week of August if I had to guess. We'll see. It depends on how long it takes us to finish the thing that I have in mind for our break. Which shouldn't be that long of a thing, but it'll still probably take several streams at least. Okay, hold on just a second. Oh, okay. I have to save that to show it. Let's see. Hold on just a second. Will this load, please? Please? What the fuck? Huh. Okay. Well, sorry, but the video that was sent in stream art does not want to open in my browser at all. It literally won't. It refuses to. Even when I saved it. So.
Then in that case, we'll just show this, which we got on Tumblr from Violet Strations. My girl's impact immeasurable. Tosaka, help! We are so fucked! Never heard Emiya so desperate in my life. I really hope the trouble the jeweled sword caused didn't get horrifically out of hand. Beset Freka McRemit several deaths into the time loop. Yeah, well, you could say that, you know, things haven't been going the greatest for everybody involved. Fucking. Also, the shadow of Avenger with just like the noodle body in the background is fucking awesome. It's really good. Really, really good. Thank you. This wonderful, wonderful piece. Oh, jeez. Alrighty. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like you know, we're already kind of, I'm kind of dying. Maybe we can do it next time. We can get it prepped ahead of time or something. Anywho. As always, thank you for watching. I will see you guys on Sunday for Danganronpa, if you're gonna do that. Clock Tower on Tuesday. That is July 14th. And the cool mysterious thing that we'll be doing on Fridays starts on the 17th. And this will come back in a few weeks. So, thank you so much for watching, as always, and I will see you all later. Bye!